Pnawn da i chi a chroeso i'r gyngrair sy'n ddigon i roi pendro i chi hefyd. Gofynnwch chi Met Caerdydd a'r Flint Town ni. Dau glwb sy'n yn siŵr iawn le i droi ar hyn o bryd yn llygadu'r hanner ucha, ond hefyd yn cael ambell i bip bach tu ôl iddyn nhw. Rhag ofn bod nhw'n mynd bach rhy agos i safleoedd y cwimp. Mae mor agos â hynny yn uwch gyngrair Cymru JD. Croeso ato ni. Croeso i Sgorio, croeso'r brifddinas. Mae'n hyfryd cael bod yma ar brynhawn dydd Sadwrn. Hyfryd hefyd cael cwmni Dylan Blaen. Ni streolwr Llanelli yn ymuno gyda ni. Pnawn da, Dylan.
Pnawn da.
Beth am rein de? Met Caerdydd a'r Flint. Yw hon yn teimlo fel gêm mae'r ddau yn llygadu fel buddigoliaeth posib?
O, ydy yn sicr, ti'n bod. Mae'n y Met, dwi'n credu wedi bod ar rhediad dda nawr, nhw gatre fan hyn, bydd nhw'n edrych, os gyda nhw'n cael y triffwynt heddi, bydd nhw'n sicr yn edrych lan tuag at y chwech ucha yna, ond ti'n bod yna Flint o tîm dda iawn, na nhw wedi warin arbennig yn ebyn ni dwywaith tymor yma, a os wnaeth nhw fod ar gêm nhw heno, a fi'n siŵr bydd nhw'n medru edrych ar y triffwynt na, a wedyn nhw sy'n edrych lan am y chwech ucha yna, mae mor agos o hynny. Ie,
a dyna sy'n braf falle'r ddau yma, maen nhw'n chwarae ar ôl pawb arall, maen nhw'n lle edrych ar y tabl, a dyma'r canlyniadau i chi. Ar ddiwedd y penwythnos fel hyn, Sean, mi dîm Dylan fan hyn Llanelli neithiwr ebyn y Seintiau Newydd i fod yn deg, Seintiau Newydd i ennill 11 gêm yn olynol. Falle bod e ddim yn gymryd yn sioc. Am gêm Ceicona Hwlffordd, goliau hwyr i Hwlffordd yn cael gêm gyfartal 3 gol yr un. Ben Amon yn sgorio'r smotyn, 90 munud i gipio'r pwynt. Sgoriodd yr smotyn yn ebyn nhw'n y gêm gyfatebol a cael ei ddanfon o'r cae. Felly bach yn apusach pnawn yma. Di sgor Bala Bari wedyn ni, falle y sgor sy'n dal eich sylwch chi. Carnarfon yn ennill ymhen y bont, ail yn erbyn trydydd. Sean Bradley wedi cael ei gol gynta ers dychwelyd i Carnarfon. Bai Colwyn, drychwch arnyn nhw yn y tabl. Ddim, wel, 5 gêm heb golli na ildio o ran Bai Colwyn. Beth am y tabl na, Dylan, gol Llanelli yna ar y gwylod, ond eto, canlyniadau'ch cwmpas chi Llansawel er enghraifft, maen nhw o'r rediad pryderus.
Ie.
Dim yn pryderus i chi, ond iddyn nhw.
Ie, ti'n iawn. Mae'n gallu fod fel yna, wnaethon ni cael cychwyn le, ti'n bod, jyst ddim yn gallu ennill gêm, cael pwynt. A wedyn, ti'n cael cwbl o canlyniadau, ti'n gallu seithi lan y tabl na, felly na beth bydd y pob tîm yn meddwl yw i tro medru cael un neu ddwy canlyniad yn dilyn i gilydd, a wedyn yn medru dringo'r tabl. Felly ie, na beth yn ni sicr canolbwyntio beth yn ni'n neud, bydd angen i ni i sicrhau. Ie,
yn bendant. Reit, ni'n mynd i edrych ar y gêm yma, mae mwy o fanylder. Clywed gan y ddau dîm, ni'n dechrau gyda'r Met, gys nhw ddechrau anodd y tymor, y reolwr. Wedi bod yn feirniadol o'r chwaraewyr hefyd ar ôl ambell i gêm. Dewch i ni glywed gan boys y Met nesaf. O'r engydd ddechrau holi am y gêm ddiwetha yn erbyn y Flint. Geiriau cryf ar ôl ni, ganddoch chi, wedi gwneud gwaniaeth?
Ie, rhywfaint. O'n i'n siomedig nid i fi neu'r tîm y fforddi, ond i'r boys eu hunain, achos fi'n gwybod faint o waith maen nhw'n rhoi mewn, ac oedd e ddim yn trosglwyddo i'r maes chwarae fel petai. Ac pan ych chi'n gadael i pethau elfennol syml digwydd, dyw e ddim fel ni, ac dyna gyd ni wedi newid yn y cwpl wythnosau diwetha, yw jyst wneud y basics yn bach fwy cywir.
Personally, how are you enjoying your time here at Met?
Loving it. It's good to be playing so much football again. Last year was a bit stop-start of injuries, and obviously having the staff of like Jenks, Hamps, and just the lads as well make me feel so welcome. Like, it doesn't even feel like a new team for me.
Be chi'n disgwyl heddi yn erbyn Flint felly?
Gêm anodd iawn. Mae Lee a Steve, byd nhw'n paratoi nhw a byd nhw'n chwarae'n union fel nhw, cymeriadau mawr, cymeriadau cryf, ac maen nhw llawn hwyl hefyd wedi gwylio lot fawr o gêm yn nhw, ac maen nhw wedi gyda lot fawr o intensity, ac maen nhw'n eitha agored hefyd, so gawn ni weld sut mae heddi mynd i fod, ond ni wedi paratoi'n dda fel maen nhw wedi fi'n siŵr.
The last time you played Flint, a defeat, and the manager had some strong words to say afterwards as well. Did that hit home? Did that make a difference?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you see the amount of effort Jenks puts into week in, week out for us, and you get results like that and you see how upset he gets about it, like, it shows he cares. So that was one of the things we needed as well, just a reaction from all of us and just to get that fight back on us, because when you come to Cardiff Met, you're up for a scrap, and, you know, hopefully we've got that back now with the identity.
Well, brilliant. Thanks for your time. Good luck today.
Sure, thank you.
Brilliant. Nice one. Dyna chi y grew Met Caerdydd, a dyma chi y patrwm o ran y gemau diwetha. Nes nhw'n ennill gêm tan ddiwedd mis Medi, yn sydyn, maen nhw ar rediad, ennill 4 allan o 5, felly bod geiriau cryf y reolwr wedi gweithio, Dylan.
Ie, am y chwaith, ti'n gallu cael ymateb yn y fe. Fel fi, hyd yn gweud, mae'n rhaid bod yn onest gyda'r chwaraewyr, a mae'n gyd pawb yn medru mynd at yr un bwriad yn y fe, a ti'n bod oedd Ryan Jenkins yn weddol gadarn gyda'i geiriau fyna, a mae wedi cael yr ymateb o dde am.
Ddim wneud y gormod falle, fe dyna'r gyfrinach.
Ie, yn sicr, ie. Ti'n goffo cadw pob un gyda'i gilydd fyd, a mae'n bwysig felly bod pawb yn onest, ond hefyd bod nhw'n gwybod bod pawb yn bwriadu mynd ati i wella perfformiadau.
O'n i'n clywed gan ffwmpo Mwandwe yn fyna, chwaraewr cyffroes, ni wedi mwynhau gwylio fe, ni wedi bod gyda dre newydd, Ceicona, cyfnod yng Nghanada. Chwaraewr gwahanol falle o ran Met Caerdydd?
Ie, ti'n bod, mae'n chwaraewr arbennig yn ydy, a bys y fe'n cryfau unrhyw tîm bys y fe'n mynd mewn i, ti'n bod, chwaraewr fel hyn, ti am mewn tîm le ti'n gwybod os ti'n cael y bel iddyn nhw yn y trydydd ola yna, maen nhw yn mynd i medru hala pethau i ddigwydd, a ni'n gweld efo'n hyn yn bwydo Roscoe yn ebyn y Seintiau, gwneud y penderfyniadau cywir, a mae'n medru teithio gyda'r bel na beth sy'n mor dda gyda fe. Mae'n hala fe'n anodd iawn wedyn i amddiffynwyr i gwybod beth i'n neud pan maen nhw'n amddiffyn yn ei erbyn e. Mae'n gallu mynd ar ei ddoi drod, a fan hyn ni'n gweld yn y gydio bellter hefyd, felly ie, mae wedi bod yn chwaraewr arbennig i'r Met yn dod mewn lenni.
Am gol oedd honna. Mae amddiffyn nhw wedi bod yn gadarn iawn yn ddiweddar. Bydd angen o fod yn gadarn heno, achos ymysodwr y Flint, Elliot Reeves, mae'r gŵr ma ar dan yn ddiweddar. Fi'n siŵr bod ni fod yn holi rhywun o'r enellu sydd chi'n stopio fe. Mae wedi cael 2 hat-trick yn erbyn chi. Fi'n ymddeheirio'n syth am atgoffa chi o hynny, ond yn amlwg yn dipyn o bygythiad.
Ie, pa'i gofyn i fi beth i'n neud yn erbyn e. Sy'n mynd rhywbeth y nodyn dy fi, ond chwaraewr arbennig, ni'n gweld e fan hyn, y fath o goliau mae'n sgorio. Ti'n gweld amrywiaeth o goliau. Yn y Cwt Cosby fan hyn, ni roi lot o'n y led y fyna, bydd rhaid Met fod yn agosach i fe yn y Cwt Cosby, a wedyn symudiadau yma mae'n neud. Ond hefyd, ti'n gweld, mae'n medru i camu nôl mewn yr ca a pigo'r bel lan falle'n dwfnach, a wedyn yn gallu teithio gyda'r bel a'r gydio o bell hefyd. Felly mae'n ymosodwr sy'n gallu neud eitha tipyn o bopeth.
Chi'n edrych ar y patrwms, pan oedd Flint yng Nghymru y Gogledd, gath y dymor arbennig, sgorio 30 gol, 9 tymor yma'n barod, 11 tymor diwetha, na chi hanner cant, mae dod maths fi'n deall hynny, hanner cant mewn 2 dymor a chydig, o na'n ystadegau campus.
Yn anhygoel yn ydy, a y peth anoddach i wneud yn y gêm y fe i sgorio'r goliau, a mae wedi bod yn wneud e'n gyson. Yn aml, ti'n gweld, mae'r camlan yn un enfawr, a i weld bod wedi gallu wneud, falle ti'n bod 11 blwyddyn diwetha, nawr mae'n mynd i mynd y lot well na lenni, yn dangos ydy fel mae wedi addasu'r safon uwch a yn medru cael y goliau mewn i Flint yn yr uwch gyngor.
Mae'n un o'r gemau na, falle, fel chi'n edrych ar rhestr gemau penwythnos, dwi'n gem sy'n neidio allan yna chi, ond mae'n gymaint yn y fantol, yn eillwyr yn mynd i'r hanner uchas, os rwy'n yn gallu ennill, o'r ddau dîm, mae'n dîm diddorol i'w gwylio.
Odyn, ie, ti'n bod, mae'n wahanol steil yn y ddoi dîm a y Flint yn medru yn hoffi meddiant a reoli'r gêm gyda meddiant, falle y Met wedyn gyda beth mae Ryan Jenkins wedi gwneud y symleiddio pethau a falle ar y gêm sy'n edrych bach mwy ar tiriogaeth, felly bydd yn diddorol i weld sut mae'r gêm yn mynd. Ie,
bron yn bod yn amser ar gyfer hynny, ni wedi neidio i'r pwynt sylwebu, tra bod chi'n clywed gan gryw y Flint, Elliot Reeves, yr ymosodwr peryglus na, a Lee Fowler yn siarad y fi'n gynharach. Well, Lee, Met have certainly turned things around since you last faced them. Expecting a tough one today?
Yeah, Jenks, I know Jenks pretty well, and he wasn't happy with a few things behind the scenes in terms of the training stuff. And they've picked up 3 wins and a draw in the last 4, so gone back to his basics probably in terms of what works for Jenks. And as I said to Jenks at the time, is as a manager you always know yourself, so trust yourself.
Yeah, he had some strong things to say about his team after the defeat against you. Is that a tough thing to do as a manager, criticise your players, or is there a benefit to it?
It depends on the group you've got. If it needs it, it has to be. Ultimately, you can't do it all the time because the players will lose interest and respect for it. But ultimately, you have to have that tool in your golf bag just to bring out when you need it.
Elliot, you're certainly back amongst the goals recently. Full of confidence today?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, equally, before then, I hadn't scored for 5 or 6 games, but I guess that's the nature of it. So yeah, happy to have got goals in the previous game and hopefully continue it.
Yeah, 5-2 now, 6-4 at one stage. What's it like we're in the middle of that kind of hot streak as a striker?
You just got to keep doing the same things that you've always been doing, because you'll be doing the same things, trying to do the things right, and you might get 2 or 3 games where you're not scoring, but you just got to keep digging it away.
We've heard the word consistency from you a lot. It sounds like you're desperate to go on a consistent run of results right now.
Yeah, I think that's the last bit we need now is consistency. I think all the other parts of the game are there, the work rate, the style of play, the energy, and now it's just putting back wins to wins and adding consistency to our game.
I've never played here before, but obviously I can feel the wind. It's a bit chilly. So yeah, I think it'll be a good game. We played them at our place at the start of the season, and obviously we won that one, but they seem to have come on as the season's progressed, so should be a really good game.
Brilliant, thanks for your time, good luck.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Thank you. Elliot Reeves, Lee Fowler yn siarad â fi yn gynharach, hon yn gynharach hefyd. Y sgôr yn arwydd y cawl, Australia'n ennill yn erbyn Cymru mewn gêm gyfeillgar, ond diwrnod Jess Fishlock oedd i gêm ola hi ar y llwyfan rhyngwladol, bron 20 mlynedd yn disgleirio i Gymru. Mae'n rhyfeddol meddwl yn Gymru hebddi yn diwe am ddiwrnod i Jess Fishlock. Cyfle i bawb ddiolch iddi a cyfle i chi weld yr eich bwyntiau heno. 10 munud i 10 ar S4C. Gym arall i ddod yn erbyn Gwlad Pwyl. Uchafbwyntiau eto yn ysfawrth am hanner awr wedi 10. Y gêm gyntaf heb Jess Fishlock. Mared Griffiths sgorodd i Gymru gyda llaw. Hi'n dechrau am y tro cyntaf. Felly gêm ola Jess Fishlock. Mared Griffiths yn dechrau am y tro cyntaf ac yn sgorio. Oedd Elliot Reeves yn sôn am y gwynt wedi tawelu fan hyn. Digon o sŵn gan y sylwebwyr ni fan hyn. Fi y Dylan yn Gymraeg. Mark Jones a Tommy Morgan yn disgwyl amdano chi hefyd. English language commentary is available as usual on Sgorio.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Kincoid campus where Cardiff Met University entertain Flint Town United in the JD Cymru Premier League. After an indifferent run of form, Cardiff Met have taken 10 points from their last 4 games to push themselves back into top 6 contention. Flint Town have scored 7 goals in their last 2 games, including a 3-0 Welsh Cup victory last weekend against Bow Street, live on Sgorio. I think we could have an entertaining game in prospect in the next 90 minutes. I've got an entertaining co-commentator stood alongside me, Tommy Morgan. Good game in prospect, I think, Tom.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Yeah, looking forward to this game this evening. 2 pretty matched sides, in my opinion, and it'll be quite interesting to see who comes out on top.
There's been some bad weather this week, Tom, but it looks like the sunshine's come out for us. Let's hope it stays with us for the next hour or two to keep us warm, because it's still pretty nippy at the top here in Cardiff Met.
Just a little bit, Mark. But yeah, I'm sure this game will warm us up.
Some interesting results this afternoon. There's the 2 lineups there, Cardiff Met and Flint. Tom, any Met, same team as won the last time, I think, when they had a league victory a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, I mean, both teams haven't made too many changes, so it just shows that they're on a good run of form, both teams, and it's looking at Met's usual tactics will be get the ball out wide to one way and get some balls in the box, and Sam Jones is in good form at the moment, and obviously the keeper is displaced Ken Absalom, and Seeger is having a great run at the moment.
It's a great run at the moment. There's the Flint side. Could line up the same way,
Yeah, I mean, I think formations, etc., got the window once the first kick goes, but certainly Reeves needs looking after, and your Thorne and Wynn in midfield, just they'll be not going too far away from the 3 centre-backs.
Jake Phillips in view there. Tom, Jake seems to be hitting form. He's climbing the assist league in the stats.
Yeah, certainly. I think he goes under the radar, Jake Phillips. Very important player. Didn't miss a game last season. Long throw expert as well. So, 5 assists already this season. So a lot depends on his performance down the right-hand side.
Very decent player at this level, Jake Phillips. Alongside that chap, CJ Craven, the captain of Cardiff Met.
Yeah, a key defender for the Met. I think he wears his heart on his sleeve. I've seen him a few times this season, and he's been a key defender for them. Last-ditch tackles, wins, and drives his team forward as well.
Referee Sean Davis. Could be an entertaining game. Referee obviously has a massive part in that. I see an open game, end-to-end stuff. Elliot Evans to kick off. I think Elliot Evans could be playing. I think he is playing his 250th game this afternoon. Great tab for Elliot Evans, and he's been amongst the goals all his career as well in this league. 80 goals for a midfielder or a winger is not bad at all, Tom.
That's really a bonus for any manager when you get a midfield player getting those.
Jake Phillips to take the first long throw of the afternoon, and this is 50 yards from goal. Surely he doesn't throw it that long. First one is volleyed over the top by Ben Wynn, but Jake Phillips just goes to show if the long throw is back in fashion, Jake Phillips is the Andy Legg of the Cymru Premier.
Yeah, certainly he's got a good throw on him. Ryan Jenkins there had a good run of form, being a bit strict with his players and his team talks, etc. So
Tom, all I could say is well done.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, if the going gets tough, somebody has got to stand up and be tough. Somebody's got to say things that other people don't like. By all accounts, Jenkins did it, and look what has happened. Well done. Phillips again. Will fire it in. The two big men going up, you know, Elliot Lee, Medimo, the three centre-halves go up, and the goal-scoring Harry Owen goes short. Didn't go in. May go in second time. Hooked away by Sam Jones. Header back in. Goalkeeper should collect. Sam Seeger.
Yeah, a bit disappointing there. You send your centre-backs up and you don't get the ball transferred into the box.
But one thing goes to show, Tom, if you're sending three centre-halves up in the first 2 minutes, Reeves on the edge of the box, great tackle by Chubb. Mudimu flicks it down in the corner. Yeah, if you're sending your three centre-halves up, Tom, for a long throw in the first couple of minutes, you're not coming here to hold out for a draw this afternoon, are you?
No, but it's obviously a tactic that Lee Fowler uses to his advantage.
I think Sam Jones may have got away with a free kick there. There's Fowler looking on. Building a decent team at this level. Steve Evans in the dugout alongside him.
Yeah, certainly loads of experience in that dugout.
Free kicks down in the corner. Cleared by Harry Owen. He's knocked back in. First time. Thorne heads away. Phillips back to Lee. Goalkeeper should clear the lines, and it's a better clearance this time from the goalkeeper Jack Flint. Craven. Free kick given against the Met.
Yeah, well spotted with the referee there. Just a little bit late.
Ryan Reynolds just leaning on.
Something wrong with the ball, Mark.
Off it goes. Jake Phillips takes most of the set plays for Flint. Phillips, it's a straight one. Keeper should come and collect. Seeger, brilliant collect from the youngster. Wow, I think if he was playing third slip or long on in a cricket match, he wouldn't have taken many better catches than that. What a start for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, exactly what you want early in the game. Dominating his penalty area, getting up that ball.
Just adds a bit of confidence. It's a great ball in. The run, it'll be one-on-one here. Burke gets forward. They've started really well, you know, Flint. They've come out of the... It's a long journey down. They travelled down today as well, you know, Tom, which is always a difficult journey.
Yeah, I think they've got a good style of play, Flint. They use the width of the pitch to their advantage. Burke and Jake Phillips get forward and get in the box as well.
Jake Morris with a long throw. Thumper Mwandwe. Ball not sticking at top at the moment. Jones has been in fine form of late and fires a wonderful ball forward. Mwandwe versus Lee, this could be key. Mwandwe, it's good defending from Lee, made him come inside, not around him, so he does his job well. First one-on-one of the afternoon. Great ball from Sam Jones, Tommy.
Certainly. Brilliant pass. To be honest, I fancied him against Lee there, but Lee did really well to
drive
him inside.
It's fired long by Sam Richards, headed clear by Owen. Moandwe. Thorne tries to fire it wide. It's a good intervention from CJ Craven. Mudimu. Well matched up, these two. Good touch from Jake Phillips.
It's been a good start for the away side.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Roscoe. Just need a minute or two, 30 seconds or so on the ball. Reynolds, the break's on. Reynolds will take a shot from distance. The ball's in. Sam Jones might have the first chance of the afternoon. Jones, brilliant save from the goalkeeper because that was going in. That is right in front of us. He doesn't catch out with his right leg. It's in the back of the net. Chance missed though, but he made the goalkeeper make a good save, and it was a great save. You watch the save here.
Yeah, but you watch the defender, Burke, Mark. That is an absolutely brilliant challenge here. He just comes across, does enough to put him off. But again, a good save by the keeper. But certainly Burke got back there and got his body across, and I think he did particularly well there, really.
Sam Jones, you'd have to say, Tom, is one of the most attacking wing backs in the league, and very gifted in front of goals. Header comes across from Reynolds, collected by Flint. Flint fires it down line. Matt Chubb takes a touch. Chubb fires it down the line. 7 minutes gone.
Tell you one thing, Reynolds, lovely weighted pass there. That first touch from Sam Jones probably took it across, helped the defender a little bit there. But
Sam will look at it again and think he most probably should have scored.
Yeah.
From an individual point of view, watching this as a commentator, I think it's a great save. One might have just gone under the radar. Hooked in by Richards. The Met having their first spell of the afternoon on the ball. Morris heads it in. It's a free kick. Doesn't give the free kick. Look, one is right in front of us. Hughes tries to thread Reeves in. Richards gets it forward. Roscoe. Fine ball, one-on-one again if he keeps it in. Moandwe against the centre half, Lee. Phillips doubles up really well, gets the ball across.
Yeah, it's a real handful, one way.
Like I said, I've been lucky enough to watch him 6 or 7 times this season, the Met, and Moandwe's been their star performer, there's no doubt about that. Looks like he's enjoying his football. 21-year-old Jake Morris, ex-Risker, stepped up to this level really well the last few games. It's always great, Tom, when you see some of the younger lads come through from teams below the Cymru Premier and make it look natural.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to nurture youngsters.
It's hooked on Richards against Hughes.
Then Hughes there. Not quite tall enough.
Well, they say the results in this league are getting harder to predict, Tom. Some really strange results today. Penabont second in the table playing Carnarvon. Penabont 0, Carnarvon 2. Conisky Nomads 3, Haverfordwest 3. Haverfordwest were 3-1 down with 6 minutes to go. Bala 0, Barry 0. It was the draw I think everybody forecast there this afternoon. Britain Ferry 0, Colwyn Bay. The clean sheet kings at the moment. Britain Ferry 0, Colwyn Bay 2. And last night Llanelli 0, TNS 4. But the hunt, most probably for second place, is what everybody is talking about at the moment, Tommy.
Yeah, it's definitely warming up. You know, Penabont looked, I wouldn't say favourites, but they're in a favourite position. But after that defeat today between their nearest rivals, Carnarvon, and Swiss won't be very happy with that result, I'm sure of that.
Phillips fires it into Reeves. Reeves gets his team a corner. That was sharp from Phillips. Reeves just jogged to the line, hooked it back in and a corner will come.
You can see some of this stuff have been, on the training ground Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Very sharp. Phillips puts it into a great area. Foul by Harry Owen. The referee says he's tugging his marker. It's amazing, Tommy, at present. I'll just talk over the replay here. I think we've already seen what happened. It's unlucky that he just grabs the shirt, I think.
Well, they're both at it. I don't see why the referee doesn't let it go, to be honest.
Yeah.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Let the game flow.
Joe Roden getting the goal last night from a free header, the Welsh international.
Yeah. I thought you mentioned that, Mark.
No, it's just about corners, not about it's about the Welsh international scoring a free header. They're definitely lining up with the back three. Reynolds, love to get a shot off. Reynolds gets a shot off. What a save, the goalkeeper at the moment. That's his second wonderful save by Jack Flint. He's just keeping the scoreline at 0-0. Great shot, brilliant save.
Yeah, certainly Reynolds just loves these kind of positions, just in and around the penalty area. You can see there he's thinking, should I hit that first time? No, he takes another touch. Eventually, he lets go. And I think another half a yard and higher, and that would have been 1-0, but excellent save.
Wonderful save
from Jack Flint.
Reynolds, amazing how many opportunities he gets into. Got to be good player to find your own space in them areas and get them shots off. Reynolds gets it across, headed clear by Isaac Lee. Strong challenge. Moandwe, great tackle from the winger, by the way. You get a free kick. Lee was too keen then.
Yeah, certainly, he stood up to that real tough challenge, Moandwe there. Then comes back inside. Entices a foul up Lee there. Isaac Lee. I'm not too sure, when he's out wide defending, Mark, is difficult for centre backs. That's what you really want him to be honest.
Reynolds, I don't think he'll stand this up with the height in the Flint defence. I think he'll whip it. Does whip it across the front. Keeper again. It's been superb so far. Reeves. Dixon Kabongo tracks really well. Great back heel by Canavan, Jake Canavan. Moandwe did well to hold it up because it looked like Sam Jones and Adam Roscoe were in offside positions.
Yeah, they both drifted to offside, but here's the counter here.
Jake Phillips. Burke, the wing back, gets forward. Great ball, he's offside, he's just straight offside. We got a great vantage point here in the gantry at the Kincoid campus, and the referee, the assistant, is absolutely spot on.
Yeah, he's a couple of yards offside there, Mark, but both teams counter each other there. Easy decision there for the linesman.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about the man of the match for the first 13 minutes and 40 seconds, Tom. The goalkeeper, Flint, has simply kept out two great chances for Cardiff Met.
Absolutely.
Seeger from Swansea City. Elliot Evans pushing forward. Flint just clearing their lines. Harry Owen. Chubb. Lee fires it forward. It's a great chest back inside. Smart play by Ben Wynn.
Yeah, both teams looking sharp, Mark. It's been, 40 minutes just flown by, to be honest.
Some results from this afternoon. Cardiff City getting beat 1-0 by Bolton Wanderers in the last minute of the game, 94th minute. Middlesbrough 1, Wrexham 1, a good point for Wrexham this afternoon. Swansea, a fine victory, 2-1 at home against Norwich. Result of the afternoon, congratulations to Dave Hughes and his staff. Harrogate 0, Newport County 3.
Yeah, they've been struggling of late, but it's an excellent win away at Harrogate. Hopefully it's a
marvellous result.
Yeah.
Well done the county. Roscoe. Pass. May have gone past him anyway. Modimu keeps it out. There's big battles going on, Tom. Defence against attacks, but there's plenty of gaps in our midfield. They're wide apart, these two teams. It's not a compact game yet, is it?
No, both teams are looking to launch it quite early, to be honest, Mark. But it is very competitive body-wise in the middle of the park.
Great touch from Roscoe. What a ball that is. Jones, will he take it first time? He takes it first time! Second chance of the afternoon for Sam Jones.
I think I just clipped the crossbar there.
It does clip the crossbar. You'll be disappointed because he struck it so well. He just has to keep it down.
A brilliant ball by Elliot Evans, to be fair. I'm not too sure if the keeper might have just got a little finger to that. Just let it go, did he?
Big chance. It's a big chance again for Sam Jones. And that's 3 chances in the first 16 minutes from the Met. They've been scoring goals of late. Burke whips it across. It's cut out by Matthew Chubb. Windy conditions here, and just a drop of rain, which will make the game even quicker on the 3G service. Jake Phillips, king of the corner takers in the Cymru Premier League. Phillips stands it up to the back post. Lee was in 2 minds, I think, whether to head it or volley it. Reynolds read it well. It's a good interception from Burke. Lee. Elliot Evans is playing in that 10 role just behind Adam Roscoe, and he's finding plenty of gaps. Craven fires it in, looking for Roscoe. The rain has arrived, Tom.
Yeah.
Luckily enough, we're not in the worst gantry in the Cymru Premier. I think we got a chance to stay in dry, mate. It'll speed the game up, though. It'll speed the service up, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
Reynolds. Morris. Met starting to play really well, popping this ball around here at the moment as he gives the ball away. But Chubb.
Just huge there, though. Just that final pass, isn't it? Most important pass.
Seen Elliot Reeves get into a few one-on-ones in his recent goal-scoring form. He'll do well to race Matt Chubb, Tom. As you know, Chubb's one of the quickest defenders in this league.
Yeah, he's got a rapid pace, as Chubb, to be fair.
Craven inside. Sam Jones seeing a lot of the ball. Craven. Elliot Evans is a good touch. Craven goes forward again. Gets a pass off. Moandwe again. Shot off target. But they're playing some enterprising and entertaining stuff.
Yeah,
the Met.
The difference between the teams at the moment is, you know, Met are firing shots at goal. Flint aren't doing the same. They get in and around the box, but they're not really testing anybody. But
could go back to what was said in the pre-match about Ryan Evans' speech. Get back to basics, boys. Make your tackles, make your headers. If you get anywhere near the goals, take shots.
Yeah. Don't shoot, you don't score.
Yeah, I think Steve Evans and
telling
Fowler there.
Telling me Fowler where he's gone wrong.
Well, no, basically what they're saying is, you know, we haven't had the best of the last 5 or 6 minutes. And the goalkeeper is the real reason why they're still 0-0. Mudimu up against Jones. Jones, aggressive, winning the header. Mudimu, aggressive, getting the ball back. Good battle between them two there. And Jack Flint opts to go out of play.
Well, he didn't have much choice there, did he, Jack Flint? Put under pressure by Mudimu there.
Alex Mudimu, 26 caps for Zimbabwe. I think he's just thrown it out of play there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's thinking behind that.
Cameras use that shot.
Yeah, well, that ball was, I think if he stood up a little bit more for him, but certainly, yeah, keepers need to be.
Beats a lot of keepers in this league, by the way, that does. That is a brilliant save from Jack Flint. Every time you look at it, his arm is getting an inch or two longer. Elliot Evans, again in that 10 role. I'm sure Lee Fowler will see that. Evans is just dropping off and picking good passes, Tom, in that 10 role.
Well, he's an experienced player. He's had 250 games for the Met now.
Mudimu passes into Roscoe. Does he take it on earlier? Sets the shot up. Roscoe gets the shot off. It's held it well. Second time again, Flint. It's another shot from Cardiff Met. Is this a training evening for shooting practice? It's been that way in the last 10 minutes. And the other end, great tackle Mwandwe. Reeves! It's 4 shots the other end, no goals. 1 shot from the man of the moment, Elliot Reeves. And it's Cardiff Met 0, Flint 1.
Yeah, brilliant work by Canavan there, though, but a cool finish from Elliot Reeves. He just side foots that and everybody around him is panicking, but brilliant breakaway for Flint. And Reeves is definitely in a rich vein of form at the moment.
He's in a rich vein of form. 1 chance has come his way in the first 20 minutes of the game, and he puts it in the back of the net. It's good pressing.
Cabango got himself in a bit of a tangle there, didn't he? But really calm finish here from Kavanagh. Just really well. Comes inside, just gets a toe to it, and then cool as you like. 10th goal of the season, is it?
Yeah, he may look at that again, Dixon Cabango, and think maybe I could have put it out for a corner. He leaves it and makes the tackle. It bounces off him, unfortunately. There's the tackle. He wins the tackle, doesn't he? I think he's the one who passes it. Yeah, it goes back to Reeves and he just slots it in the corner.
Yeah, it's like a bit of a 50-50 ball. Could have gone anywhere, couldn't it?
It's onside there. The referee says no. Reeves surely not 2. Just wide of the mark. A corner's given.
Save.
He's having strong words with the referee over something. It's a great save from Sam Seeger.
But actually, Chubb come across there. Like you said, Mark, he's got good pace. Chubb comes across, defends that really well. But it's a bit of a wild challenge in a way, wasn't it?
It is, and I think he's missed Reeves, by the way. There he goes. His foot is up, but he's missed him. Yeah, but he dived. Luckily enough.
Yeah, he dived from about, a few metres there.
Yeah. Strange game at the moment. 22 minutes on the clock. Cardiff Met with 4 or 5 shots for goals. No goals. Elliot Reeves, 1 shot, and they're 1-0 ahead, Flint, looking for the second. Thought we were due goals here this afternoon, and I don't think that'll be the last away the game's going at the moment, Tommy.
I've written down there 0-0, Mark. No, certainly nice to have a goal to commentate on. But against the run of play, to be honest, isn't it?
Phillips fires the throw in, headed away by Reynolds. It was Wynn taking a long throw. I'm sorry. I
didn't want to correct you, man.
It was below the gantry. It was below the gantry. It's my excuse anyway. Kabongo looks for Roscoe.
There's a lot of things I really like about Reeves. But I tell you one thing, as a centre forward, he needs to start roughing up some of these centre halves. He doesn't. He just hovers around, never challenges for the ball. Personally for me, I think you're right. It's about time you grow up and be a proper centre forward and get a bit of physicality into the game.
Mentally, Tom. Colwyn Bay and Barry next Saturday afternoon, 5 o'clock. Barry 0-0 this afternoon. Colwyn Bay 2-0 winners at Britain Ferry. Evans trying to put one in behind for Rostro. Just talking before that pass. Mentally, if you're Ryan Jenkins and Craig Hanford on the bench, if you're the front 3 or 4 for the Met, with the type of quarter of an hour you had, and you turn your back and you're 1-0 behind.
Yeah, certainly he's disappointed, wouldn't you? But that's the nature of football. Can't switch off.
Thorne. It's a good tackle by Jake Morris. Jake Canavan starting to impose himself in midfield. The ex-TNS. He's on loan from TNS. He's been to Aberystwyth. He's been to Carnarvon. Fitting in well here now.
Good tempo though to the game, Mark.
Yeah, definitely. Moanwe gets it forward. Lee. I'd have to agree with you, Tom. He's almost playing in a right-back slot.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Of the three, Phillips.
Oh.
Just let it run.
I think a bit of rain just zipped the ball off the surface there.
It's definitely a strong wind here. I couldn't really say which way it's blowing at the moment. There's a packed bench there. Kelland Absalom at the back there. There's no doubt when he's on form, one of the top goalkeepers in this league. It's just the way football is. I'm sure it'll turn for him soon.
Yeah, to be fair, you know, Samuel Seeger's got his opportunity
and taken his opportunity.
Absolutely. Yeah. Didn't quite get hold of that goal kick.
The wind is strong. In definitely the way we've seen that goal kick there, it's at the back of Flint. Phillips doesn't come across. It's Ben Wynn. Must have been learning off Jake Phillips in training. Wynn to try and fire one in.
Apparently they have competitions, see who's got the longest throw.
The three centre halves are up again. And Reeves waiting for the knockdown. Headed out for a corner by Matt Chubb. Second goal will be vital now over there to grab a second goal. One of the bigger teams in the league, I think, from set plays, Tom. Thorne is in there also. Jack Thorne. Phillips stands it up to the back post again. Lee heads it again, but the wrong way. Do you want that more underneath the bar? You don't really want to go and past the far post.
No, but I think it's a tactic that they use quite a lot, actually, Flint. They just, not overhit it, but they got men over at the far post. Then what they do is, you know, second ball, cross the 6-yard box, and it could be very effective.
Morris. Sam Jones. Pressing up top. Flint played 12, won 4, drawn 2, lost 6, 4-23 against 25. And the Met are 7th in the league, played 13, drawn 6, lost 4, 4-19 against 23. So they're both that type of form. Trying to, you know, they can win games or lose games at present, and they're both looking for consistency. I think that's what both managers said at the start. They have goals in them. Yeah, just vulnerable to giving goals against as well.
You know, to be Met went to Colwyn Bay and kept a clean sheet. That's
fantastic
a really
clean sheet.
Really good result from that there.
Chubb. Morris hooks it. Canavan inviting Reeves to go in. Reeves wins his physical battle there up against Richards. Might have been listening to you, Tom. But Richards does well and retrieves the ball. Moanwe. Is that Reeves tracking as far as that? That's great tracking. It's eagerness.
Well, you know, it shows good work ethic.
Yeah,
it does.
Definitely.
He rubs off on the rest of the team, and you just got strikers running to chase back 40, 50 metres.
Moanwe. Evans. Jake Morris. Sam Jones waiting in the box. Morris drives forward and gets it across. It's not a bad effort from the left back. Jake Morris. 2-on-2 up top now. Chubb was key that he won that header. Reynolds. Morris just picks the wrong pass.
If you haven't got anybody in the middle of the park, man, he can put his foot on the ball and, you know, slow the game down or move it along. Just showing that. I think it looked like a shot there more than a cross from Jake Morris.
There's 30 minutes on the clock, have flown by at the Kincoid campus. Cardiff Met 0, Flint Town United 1. And Elliot Reeves' goal giving Flint the lead.
I think there's more goals in this game, Maximum. He's wide open, isn't it?
Wide open. Richards. Jake Phillips pressing up. Wandway. Will he get the free kick? Referee says play on. Great feed from Dixon Kabongo. Reynolds. Good work in midfield from Canavan. Mwandwe. Roscoe gets a chance to run at the centre half. Roscoe gets a shot off. Great goal, Roscoe. Stood the centre half up. Shifted it a little bit to the right. Fired it into the near post. Wonderful strike from an experienced centre forward. Makes the score. Cardiff Met University 1. Flint Town United 1.
Yeah, superbly taken goal for Roscoe there. And Mwambe plays his part, picks him out like a little pass there, 5-10 yards pass, but he comes inside and rifles a right foot shot into the near post. Keeper might be a little bit disappointed he didn't, cover his near post there, but superb finish from Adam Roscoe.
I mean, if you're a centre forward, you get fed any ball like that. You've got work to do, still got work to do. There's the work, back of the net, one apiece. Great goal, Adam Roscoe. He's had it in the locker over the years, Roscoe. He's a good striker. He's been in the Football League with Wimbledon. He's been to the likes of TNS. He'll always score goals at this level, Tom.
Yeah.
He has them in the locker.
I think, Flint possibly could have done a little bit better, but good finish.
And a good ball from Mwandwe. Seeger comes to collect. 1-1. Well, we get asked sometimes, Tom, for predictions early on. Mine's a 3-2 victory to either team, I think. And yours? I think you went for 0-0, didn't you?
I pointed that on there, but the game is so open.
It's a great game to watch. Reynolds driving into the box, goes over. Didn't look like one to me. I think he's gone over after he's lost the ball.
Yeah.
He's always searching for the goal, Ryan Reynolds.
He gets into the box. Yeah, he pulled his foot back there.
Well, I tell you what, the foot he still dangled the leg, by the way. The ball's gone, there it is.
Did he get a touch on the ball, did he?
It's interesting.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah, from where the ball went there, I think Harry Owen got a touch on that ball.
Richards.
There's no arguments, though, was there, from Reynolds either?
Not a lot, which often tells you. Mwandwe. Jake Phillips again, doubling up. Mwandwe and Jake Phillips both played for Connors Key Nomads. I think if the Met were to have gone in at half-time behind, they would have been a little bit disappointed with the number of chances they had. And most probably the hardest chance you could say they've had, with defenders behind the ball and a man to take on, they've scored.
Yeah.
Jake Phillips to fire one in again. All the big men are up for Flint. Seeger, the goalkeeper, collects well.
Disappointing free kick there, to be honest, from Jake Phillips.
Yeah, just too much on it. Jones. Hughes. Good individual players on the ball. Burke gets it out to Madimu. Hughes. Thorne, the holding midfielder, gets forward. Madimu plays it back down to Hughes. Good tackle from CJ Craven. I think both managers, coaches, both sets of players will believe in their own minds that they can win this game.
Yeah. And looks as if, Ben wins the guy taking the long throws down this left-hand side, and Jake Phillips on the opposite wing.
There's plenty of bodies in the box. You can count 4 or 5 in there already from Flint. It is a long throw as well. It's a decent one. It's headed clear again. Does that go for another corner, or does Sam Jones keep it in? Great work, great effort, Sam Jones, to keep it in. And fires a great ball forward. Well, if you're going to clear them, and you're clearing them like that, we'll take that all day.
Caught a bit late there.
Stayed in play, referee says play on. Roscoe against Burke. It's definitely late. Definitely late. I mean, you've seen yellows given for that many times.
Exactly, foot up.
Strong challenge from Roscoe. Great tackle, brilliant tackle from Canavan. He had to make it. Jake Phillips. Burke is wide on the left hand side. Phillips keeps hold of the ball. Phillips. Great intervention from Richards. Strong tackle. It's a great game, Tom, at the moment. Let's be fair.
There's
no
no
tackles, chances, decisions to be made by the referee.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, that's very close to being a definite yellow. I mean, he's gone studs up there, hasn't he? Wow.
Well done to both players. Well done to both players. They both went for the ball. Okay, one's a little bit higher than the other. Nothing said.
Do you think that's fair?
Well, I just congratulate the players on no mourning and getting on with it. It could have been, yeah. But every time there's something tackled, somebody usually stays down, and there's got to be a big discussion about it. They just got on with it. Well played. Great ball in. Around the box. Reeves gets a shot off again. Just goes into a poaching position every time the ball comes in, Reeves.
Yeah, if you notice, he's always in a bit of space. Not much space there, though, but he just pulls.
He ends up getting the shot off again. It's a good block, in fact. It's a great block. Long throw. They're firing him in from all angles. Win. Bounces across the box, headed away. The clearance is by Moandwe.
Jake Phillips is turn this time.
They're definitely the kings of the long throw at the moment, Flint. But if you've got people who can fire the ball that far and put it into the dangerous area, look at that. It's almost like a great cross. It's bouncing around Chubb. He'll have to clear that one. Will be closely marked down. He'll want the free kick. He gets the free kick. It's good play by Chubb.
Yeah,
Harry Owen not happy with it, but he was just clinging onto his shirt.
Yeah. I think Thorne it was there.
Thorne, Jack Thorne.
Yeah.
I think Chubb had a fair handful of his shirt as well, by the way.
Yeah.
.38 minutes on the clock. Cardiff Met University 1, Flint Town United 1 at the Kincoid campus. Sam Seeger looking for Roscoe. Roscoe battling. Moanwe. Lee again driven out to the right hand side. They almost have the Met, Tom, much like Flint. I would say Moandwe, Elliot Evans, Ryan Reynolds, Sam Jones, Adam Roscoe. They're almost like 5 goal scorers on there.
Yeah.
It's, you know, they're keen. They want a goal. Type of players who, you know, they want to be on the goal scoring sheet. Morris headed across. Free kick given. I think it's against Matthew Chubb making the challenge.
Yeah. Cardiff, Kai Redding tonight.
Club rugby tonight?
Yeah, 7:15.
Will you have a bit of that, Tom, or will you have a bit of Brentford and Liverpool?
I'll be driving my way back to civilization.
Craven, Reynolds, peach of a ball. The run was on then from Sam Jones. He just wanted Roscoe to hook it on. Craven, Medimo clears his lines well. Almost 40 minutes on the clock. Head to head between these two teams. Played 11 times. The Met have won 6, Flint 3, and they've drawn 2. The Met have been in the top 6 every season now since 22-23. most probably what they've suffered the last couple of seasons, Tom. Their top scorer last season was Ryan Reynolds, great for a midfielder with 8, but if you're looking top 6 and looking to improve, surely you're looking for a 15 to 20 goal scorer in your camp.
Yeah, they aren't about anymore, the market, let's be honest. They're difficult to find.
Smart play again in midfield by Ben Wynn. Seeing a lot of the ball at the moment. He's involved a lot.
They love this switch, actually, Mark.
Didn't come off that time because Mwandwe was keen. Lee against Morris. Lee proceeds to keep the ball in play. It goes out for a goal kick. There, the JD Cymru Premier table, mid-table shall we say, 4th Connors Key, 5th Colwyn Bay, Barry, the Met, Bala and Flint. Only 7 points, covering 6 teams there, and that's what it is. It's again what both managers most probably are shouting out now. It's consistency, runs of games. 3 wins in 4 games lifts you right up the table.
You can throw a blanket really over the game, can't you?
It's great. It's going to make it for the, you know, the European places and the like. Is going to be fantastic to watch. Mwandwe, Phillips was tracked really well again, along with a bit of help from Canavan.
One thing I've noticed with Mwandwe, he is so much stronger than he was the first time he was in the league. He looks a real strong. He's holding off defenders now, whereas I don't think he could do that before.
Yeah,
he's relying on his pace.
Definitely agree.
But certainly now he's that upper body strength. He's definitely got it.
24 years of age now from Mwandwe. It's his 89th game. 20 goals in them 89 games again. For a winger, 1 in 3, 1 in 4 is not bad at all. Lee, little shove by Chubb, put him off. Richards' favourite to head it back in. He heads it back in. Hook clear. Free kick against the Met player.
I think the referee's done well so far.
Yeah, superb, the ref. He had a big decision to make on a penalty. Yeah, Mwandwe just shoving the marker away. Alec Modimu. Chubb. Burke against Craven. Smart play in the middle. He's got to get there. Hughes glides with the ball when he gets it. Hughes back to Modimu. Burke. Hughes again. Will he take Craven on? He comes inside him. Just a little bit too much as Reynolds sets up Sam Jones. Jones covers the ground really well. Just lays it off to Kabongo. Kabongo wide. Morris just gets his angles wrong. Or stays in fact. Just giving up a bit early then. This last minute or two, Tom, just most probably for the first time in the 45, just the pace have dropped a little bit. It was bound to.
It's been quite frantic out there, that's for sure.
Oh, Richards comes inside and gets away with one there, no doubt. He may not. The free kick is given against Hughes. He could be a little bit unlucky there, you know.
I think he was, to be honest.
I think he may be down for a while over there. Jake Morris is a little bit unlucky.
It's a bit nippy this evening as well.
It
Mark.
is a bit nippy, and he'll be hitting a few high notes later on.
There's a few fans thought that was funny as well.
Hook forward. Mwandwe. Kabongo. Phillips. Either team just trying to get that extra goal before the half-time whistle. It's one apiece at the moment. It's been an entertaining encounter, no doubt about that. Chances are plenty. The Met most probably with the most chances. One added by the fourth official. Dale Randall puts it 1 minute up, flag up for offside. Your thoughts, Tom, just before we go to half-time?
I think it's been a really good half. Both teams have gone for it. I think, to be honest, a draw isn't really any good to either team. Look at the league positioning. So, if one of them can capture 3 points, it'd be a real bonus.
Yeah, from my personal point of view, I haven't seen the first half so far. I think on the road, it's a good point for Flint on the road if this were to be the score at the end of the game. But like you said, both teams will go out and try and win it in the second period.
Yeah.
So we have a good 45 ahead of us.
The thing is, Matt, Met can go shoot at the table if they win this game.
Oh, they'll want to win it,
points,
definitely. Rostro, the goal scorer, he'll go in full of confidence after his goal. Sam Jones, strong defending, great defending from the big centre-back. There's the final whistle from the referee. 45 minutes at the Kincoid campus is up. A goal from Elliot Reeves, with a goal equalised by Adam Rostro. The score at half-time, Cardiff Met University 1, Flint Town United 1. We look forward to seeing you in the second period.
Drafod cyn hynny. Na ni edrych yn ôl ar bêl-drod neithiwr y Seintiau Newydd yn y de.
Brobl. Yna len fan hyn i Isaac Jeffries droi. Dim lle i'r gydio. Redmond at Cornes. Brobl. At straeth Jeffries. Ergyd gan Jeffries. Mae'n taro'r postyn. Jordan Williams yno. A ffeniad Ryan Brobl yn syth i ddwylo Alex Pennock. Wel, mi oedd hwnna'n edrych fel cyfle a hanner i Brobl. Dim digon o bŵer ar y peniad. A'r golwr yn derbyn hwnna yn ddiolchgar tu hwnt. Dom Cornes a Ryan Brobl sy'n sefyll dros y gicrydd i'r Seintiau Newydd. Cornes yn mynd amdani. Arbediad gan Alex Pennock. Arbediad cadarn gan Alex Pennock i gadw pethau'n ddi-sgor. Nathan Shepherd. Tua'r llinell hanner nath hwnna fynd. Sean Cronin ar peniad. Dim trosedd yma na gan Isaac Jeffries ar Harrison Bright. Y Seintiau Newydd yn dod. O, am arbediad campus gan Alex Pennock. Jeffries yn crymanu hwnna. Ac mi oedd o'n edrych fel bod hwnna'n hedfan i gornel ucharwyd. Ond hedfan ar draws nath Alex Pennock. Danny Davies. Lle i Davies groesi, mae'n ddwfn. Tu ar postyn pella na. Dal yno i'r Seintiau Newydd. Jeffries ar ergyd. Honna wedi rwystro hefyd. Brobl. Nôl tu ar canol. Jordan Williams. O! Ergyd acrobataidd gan Jordan Williams. Heibio'r postyn ath o'n y diwedd. Ond oedd Alex Pennock ddim yn siŵr lle oedd hwnna'n mynd i ddisgyn. Ryan Brobl yn sefyll dros y gicrydd. Mynd am gol mae o. Alex Pennock yn dyrnu hwnna i ffwrdd. Arbediad gan y golwr. Y peryg dal yno i Lanelli. I ymyl y cwrt Cosby. Jeffries! Ac mae Isaac Jeffries yn rhoi'r Seintiau Newydd ar y blaen. Mae'n greulon ar Lanelli. Oedd bron wedi cyrraedd yr egwyl yn ddi-sgor. Ond wnaethon nhw ddim clirio'r bêl yn ddigon pell o'r gicrydd na. A Jeffries yno i fanteisio. Dan Williams. Yn derbyn y bêl nôl gan Dom Cornes. Nôl ato fo a Cornes yn chwilio am rediad Williams yn y cwrt Cosby. Ar draws y canol. Bron i'w rwyd i hun o fyna. Williams yn trio gwasgu hi mewn oddi ar y llinell. Gan Nelson Sancan y diwedd. Dihangfa i Lanelli. Rywsut nath hwnna ddim cyrraedd cefn y rwyd i Dan Williams. Danny Davies, lawr y chwith. Yn dod o hyd i Isaac Jeffries. Jeffries yn lledu'r chwarae allan at Ryan Brobl. Dan Williams, y tu allan iddo fo. I'r canol, oddi ar y postyn gan Dan Williams. Dyna i chi gyfle. Symudiad slick gan y Seintiau Newydd. A Dan Williams yn rhoi'r bêl mewn i ardal beryglus yn y cwrt Cosby. Ond ddim yn llwyddo i sgorio. Isaac Jeffries allan at Danny Davies. Davies ar draws a Brian Brobl. O bellter Brobl! O, mae'n canfod cornel y rwyd. A dyna i chi ffordd i sgorio'ch canfed gol chi yn uwch gyngrair Cymru. Ryan Brobl o bellter. Bollten o ergyd. Dim gobaith i Alex Pennock y golwr. Pas mlaen gan Harrison McGahey at Dan Williams. Chwilio am Adam Wilson mae o. Wilson yn y cwrt Cosby. Gormod y grysa coch o'i gwmpas o. Ac mae'na gic rydd yn cael ei roi'n erbyn Llanelli fan hyn. Joe Lloyd wedi cipio'r bel oddi ar Adam Wilson. Wel, maen nhw'n teimlo mai tackle oedd hwnna, nid pas. Ac Alex Pennock wedyn yn casglu'r bel yn ei ddwylo. Pawb yn ôl gan Llanelli. Jordan Williams yn tanio hwnna i'r gornel. Gweithio'r holl grysa coch oedd yn sefyll ar y llinell. Doedden nhw methu rhwystro Jordan Williams rhag rhwydo. Adam Wilson ar gic gornel i Jack Nadin. Nôl at Wilson. Yn y le, Dom Cornes ar ymyl y cwrt Cosby. Cornes yn ei chodi hi. Dan Williams i gefn y rwyd. Ac mae yna bedwaredd i'r seintiau newydd ar funud ola. Yn y funud ola o amser ychwanegol ar ddiwedd y gêm. Mae'r triffwynt yn saff i'r pencampwyr bellach.
Dyna ni buddigoliaeth arall i'r seintiau newydd. 11 yn olynol. Na chi rediad, maen nhw arno ar hyn o bryd. Gewch chi weld honna. A gweddill gemer penwythnos. Nos Lun, toc wedi 10. Hefyd nos Fawrth ar yr iPlayer hefyd. Cofiwch gymaint i'w gweld o ran sgorio. Ar ein gwefannau cymdeithasol ni. Goliau, eitemau, sgyrsiau. Ni'n mynd i drafod yr hanner cyntaf fan hyn nesa. Un ar yr egwyl. Met Cardydd yn erbyn Flint. Dylan Blaen yn cadw cwmni i fi. A, wel, ni wedi mwynhau'r hanner cyntaf na hefyd. O'n i ddechrau edrych ar... Felly rhai'r cyfleoedd cynnar na. Gath Met Cardydd. O'n i'n mynd o un pen yn cael i'r llall. Ond wrth edrych nôl, chi'n sylwi gath Met cyfleoedd clir.
Do, ie, mae wedi bod yn gêm arbennig yn fe. A fan hyn, Sam Jones yn mynd trwyddo, Ryan Reynolds, gael cwpl o cyfleoedd i camu trwy fyna, a wedyn, Burke just yn neud digon i roi pwysau ar Sam Jones, fel bod e ddim cael ergyd glir ar gol, a Flint yn neud yn dda i halain yn fawr a neud yn anodd ac yn arbedion dda.
A fan hyn wedyn ni, pan mae Ryan Reynolds yn cael y bil, eich unrhyw beth ddigwydd?
Wel, pan mae yn y safle yma, ti'n modd yn rhywbeth mae tîm oedd yn gwybod yn beth i fe yw fod e'n gallu ergydio o bell. A dim sioc bod hwnna ar y target, ond eto Flint yn neud yn dda.
O, mae'n hyfryd, arbediad gwych i fod yn dig.
Mae'n just ymestyn i gorffen ydi a cael arbediad yn arbennig. A unwaith eto, Sam Jones yn cael y gwaglun na wrth ochr y ca. Cael yr ergyd bant fan hyn. Fi'n credu bod y bant o'r traws yn y diwedd. Ond oedd hwnna'n arwyddo'n dda yn y fe Met y cychwyn y gêm.
Sam Jones, cwpl o goliau tymor yma, felly dim gymaint o bydde fe'n dymuno, yn amlwg o bydde fe'n cael 2 arall nawn yma ar ôl gweld y cyfleoedd yna. A wedyn, dim bod Met wedi rheoli'r gêm, ond nhw fel sy'n nhw'n cael y cyfleoedd clir, a beth sy'n digwydd mae Flint yn sgorio, mae Reeves yn sgorio.
Ie, ti'n gweld mor aml yn y cyfleoedd wedi dod. Ni'n gweld
Mae'n gyflym fan hyn.
Yr ergyd, yn aml ti'n gweld tîm oedd, unwaith maen nhw'n ymosod, bod nhw ddim yn nhw'n ôl mewn i siap yn digon gyflym, a fan hyn Flint yn cymeriad mantes. Bale yn cael ei chwarae lawr y llinell fan'na, yn amseru rediad yn berffaith Canavan fan hyn, a wedyn, credu bod am nhw'n braidd yn siomedig bod e heb ennill y Bale na, ond wedyn unwaith i fi cwmpo i Reeves, ti'n gwybod bod e'n mynd i gorffen yn cornel y rwyd.
Ond mae'n ddiddorol iawn gweld y cyd-destun pan mae'n dod mor gyflym o'r cefn. A dyna sy'n, wel, golygu bod tîm ddim yn barod, ddim yn ei safle. Ie,
yn aml mae'n peryglus pam ti wedi bod yn ymosod oherwydd bod ti bach mwy agored a bod falle chwaraewyr ddim yn ei safleoedd. A beth ti'n gweld fan hyn yn ystod yr gwrth ymosodiad yma gan Flint, a maen nhw'n ymosod yn gyflym gyda tempo fel ni'n gweld mor aml gyda tîm oedd Lee Fowler.
A Reeves eto ymysg y gol, mae fe'n cyfaddau hunan, mae sgorio mewn cyfnodau mae fe tymor yma, gath e 6 mewn 4 neu rhywbeth yn mis Medi, eto ar edrych streaky maen nhw'n gweud yn Saesneg.
Ie, hot streak na, ti'n bod...
Mae'r un arall.
Ie, maen nhw'n... a hyder yn fe yn aml yw a beth yw a wedyn pan mae'r cyfleon yn dod, ti jyst yn teimlo bod jyst cymeryd amser, canolbwyntio, a fe ymwrthwaith os ti heb sgorio os tipyn, ti ymwrthwaith yn mynd bach yn gyflym.
Ti'n meddwl gormod. Meddwl gormod. Sôn am ymosodwr sy'n gwybod am o'r gol, wedi cael digon dros y blynyddoedd. Adam Roscro yn cael Un yn ôl I Met ar ôl hanner awr, a chi'n teimlo bod yn heiddi hon?
O'n i yn teimlo na, ti'n gwybod, mae cael y bêl fan hyn, a falle amddiffynwyr jyst yn rhoi bach gomor o le iddo fo, maen nhw'n gwybod bod e'n mynd I dod mewn ar I drod dde, a'r golwr falle yn disgwyl y bêl I cael ei chwarae tuag y postyn bellach, ond wedyn Roscoe mor brofiadol yn ei fe, jyst yn tynnu'r bêl nôl gyda pŵer mewn i'r postyn agosach na mae'n gorffen yn arbennig.
Ie, chi wedi gweld yn Sgorio gymaint o goliau tebyg yn ôl blynyddoedd, a chi'n meddwl, bod hi'n edrych yn syml, felly dylai'r gol geidwa wedi gwneud yn well, ond mae'n gwybod yn iawn beth mae'n gwneud.
Mae'n gwybod, ti'n gwybod, profiad yn y fe, mae'n wedi bod yn y sefyllfa na sut gymaint dros I yrfa, a yn gwybod beth yw'r opsiynau sydd gyda fe, a wedyn mynd yn tro yma, jyst yn teimlo bod hynny tuag at y postyn agosach oedd yr ergyd gorau, a oedd yn iawn a gol arbennig. Fel
rhywun sy'n aelod o dîm hyfforddi, pa stafell newid fydde ti'n hoffi fod ynddo ar yr egwyl?
Wel, ti'n bod, bydd y ddau dîm yn teimlo bod yna cyfle fan hyn. Ti'n bod, I ni sydd yn gwylio a jyst am yr odloniant, ni'n gobeithio bod nhw ddim yn newid unrhyw beth. Mae wedi bod yn weddol agored, ni wedi sôn am beth i'r systemau yn gwahanol sydd yn golygu bod chwaraewyr mewn gwagle ar y ca. Gobeithio bod pethau'n aros fel na I ni. Ond, ti'n bod, bydd y ddau dîm yn teimlo bod nhw yn y gêm yma, bod yna cyfle enfawr nhw cael y trefwynt. Dyna sydd ddod yn yr ail hanner. Ni'n mynd edrych nôl un o gemau Cwpan Cymru nesaf. Gêm o'r gŵr yma di chwarae ynddo gyda llaw. Mae'n gêm ddarbu go arbennig. Hanner milltir sy'n gwahanu nhw. Port Talbot yn cwrdd y Lido Afan.
Just joked in there now that you'd better cancel out talks, you might be in Europe.
So today we welcome Afan Lido, our very close neighbours, for the second round of the Welsh Cup. And we're looking forward to it. Historically, people know Talbot Town as a Tier 1 club, who've played in Europe and have been there or thereabouts for many years. Now, after a turbulent few years, we're back to grassroots and we grow in from our junior section up and we're involved in the community.
I was lucky enough to be here for 2 spells. The truth is, it's a wonderful place to, come into the Cymru Premier as a manager with, and just loved every minute of it.
We had a lovely season last year. We welcomed Richie Ryan in as our first team manager, and he said to me early on in the season, we are going to win the FAW Amateur Trophy. And I raised an eyebrow. He proved me wrong, and it really cemented the club and the fans back together.
I'd been coming down fair enough, watching a few games, just an interest in the club and the way it was going, and it was a sad watch, We knew we had to step in and do something. It's just a case of getting the club back on the map, getting days back like this on a regular basis.
Richie's coming back into the football club, and Richie was a player here when I was playing, and there's only one way, and that's up.
Quiz question, who's the only player to start a Welsh Cup final for both Port Talbot and Afan Lido?
Myself, I think, yeah. I think so. Both on losing times, but yeah.
I was speaking to Mark before the game, Mark Jones, and one massive regret is not winning that cup final against Bangor in 2010.
Still wake up now. That's what it is. Both family turned grey. Brilliant day. We played a brilliant side, mate. We took the whole of Port Talbot there. It was a brilliant day out, and 2-0 down early.
I think it was that year. I think I scored in every round. But I remember I think it was Gaz Phillips just hooked the ball on, and Rosie, and that year we and him had a great partnership. And he just set it down, and I just connected well, and it's just gone in the back of the net. And then I thought to myself, we got him here. I think we had him on the ropes a little bit. I think if the game had gone on another 5 minutes, I think we had the legs in them. We were on top for about 20 minutes before that. I thought, they're not coming back from this.
And then they scored the winner. They scored the winner to make it 3-2. But we were so proud to, get to the final. It's a brilliant trophy.
As soon as you say Afan Lido and Port Talbot, then there's just a little buzz.
I think there was always that rivalry within the town. My first memory of a Lido Port Talbot derby was 1200 year. The crowds, just everything about the game, the ferocity, the tackles, and we've seen that in the start of the game today, and I think we're going to see a lot more in the second half.
And they were Boxing Day games most of the time as well. Spoiled a few Christmases at Lido, I tell you. Spoiled a few Christmases. Clubs in this area might go on and do bigger and better things. The derby will always be Port Talbot and the Lido.
It was always just Lido Port Talbot in the Welsh Prem, and it was just that was the only rivalry in the town really, which is not like that anymore. to be fair to the other teams in the town and the clubs, they've done wonders with their own clubs.
It's something the old town comes out for. It's great to see a crowd here today and an atmosphere in the stand.
It was a scrappy game. Obviously, pitch was very difficult for both teams, which meant that there was very limited football played on it, and then it became a battle of first and second balls, which ultimately we didn't win.
I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest with you, until we scored a third in the 95th minute. But what a day! We're still in 4 cups. And obviously the league is a priority as well. So right now we're just thinking about the next game.
Wel, am achlysur, gêm ddarbu Port Talbot ar gleision yn dathlu ar ôl honna. Mark Jones, ydych chi'n gweld yn fyna? Cyn reolwr nhw gyda ni ar y botwm coch heno yn sylwebu. English language commentaries available tonight. Just saw Mark Jones there, former Talbot manager. He's with us commentating here on Sgorio tonight.
Welcome back to the Kincoid campus, where Cardiff Met currently 1 apiece against Flint Town United. Great memories there, Tom, of a great time with Port Talbot. I got fantastic.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see the pictures, and obviously, you know, disappointing, you know, but you had some good times there as well, Mark.
Yeah, it just goes to show there's a place in football for every club when they got ambition. Game on here, back. Well, he headed back as a great header back. It's cultured header back with the centre back there. It's just starting to get dark. Don't forget the clock's back tomorrow. Phillips playing just in front of us this time. Great ball forward. Hughes tries to hook it forward. Elliot Reeves was in the middle waiting for it. Winter's arrived, Tom.
It's gone nippy now, Mark. I think the thermals will have to come out in the next few weeks.
And the worst part about it, we were too far away from the tea kiosk to get a cup of tea to make it back for half time. We used to be able to do that, you know, a few years ago.
Yeah, you were quick then.
Yeah, you got it. I used to go, you never. You used to wait here.
You have to look after your elders.
Seeger fires the kick forward. Not the greatest of crowds here this afternoon, and at Cardiff Met. I know they're not known for their crowds, but it's a very sparse one this afternoon. Maybe a lot of the people that going down to the Cardiff City Stadium to watch the Wales ladies play against Australia. I'd like to congratulate Jess Fislop, I think, Tom.
Yeah, fantastic career.
Wonderful career, well done. Very well deserved last cap today, brilliant. Flint out of the blocks rather quick. Canavan on the edge of the box. Met staying. Reynolds intervenes. Break could be on here. Roscoe waiting for that early ball. Almost.
Yeah, Burke did really well there to come across from.
It's an excellent tackle from Burke.
Yeah.
Seen a few goals like that of late, you know. Just a long ball, Tom. I think one of the main headlines today and the last couple of days has been the Liverpool manager talking about the long ball being back in the game. I'm pleased. End-to-end is. I much prefer end-to-end football instead of the passing. You know.
I mean, the long ball's always been in the game, hasn't it? Let's be honest. You know, you've got to use every armoury you can to win a football match.
Yeah, it's just a little bit more entertaining, I think, than about 40 passes every time. Flick across the front. Phillips. Moandre on the edge of the box. Morris plays it against him. It's a good 50-50 tackle won by Moandre. Gets inside Jake Phillips. Can he deliver? He delivers. Good intervention. And a good clearance in the end by Phillips. Reynolds. It's got to be closed down. You get a shot off every time. Gets another shot off. But I
think he was hoping from that.
He's hoping. Distance. But again, I don't blame him.
Seriously, you don't blame him for that. If you're his manager, you know, I mean, he's not going to score from there, is he?
Well, he scored a few of them beauties this season, Tom, and I just say, you know, he hasn't cost you a goal by having a go at it, is he?
No, I'm not. I'm just thinking, you know, putting your managerial cap on.
Roscoe. He'd be keen to get a second goal this afternoon. Craven. Slide rule pass just goes the wrong side of Thumper Moandre. I think he'd be disappointed he never brought that down. You know, it wasn't the worst of passes if we may show in a replay.
Yeah, you could see from, you disappointment on Mwambe's face there when that ball flew past him.
You look at that bench again, Tom. They're lined up with decent players. Kelland Absalom, Joel Edwards, Liam Walsh, Lewis Rees, Jasper Payne, by the way, who's the unluckiest man on the park this afternoon. Scored a hat-trick last week in the Welsh Cup. Young Harrison Matthews scored a penalty. Very promising youngster. Ocean Rees as well, so that's a strong bench.
Yeah. Gives Ryan Jenkins plenty of options, doesn't it?
Richards, Wandway, Campbell wanted, not given. Drags out two defenders again. They've doubled up every time. You have to take your hat off to Jake Phillips. Every time he's got forward, he's also tracked back. Dixon Kabongo. Richards spreads the play, wants a free kick. Referee says play on. Has Ben Hughes got away with one there?
Not too sure there. Nothing in that. They're having a chat about it.
They're having a chat about it. Was it or wasn't it? Not awarded by the referee, who's had a superb first half.
Two balls on the pitch.
Well, you sometimes get this in these games, Tom, that it was so entertaining in the first half and there was chances aplenty. Can they keep it up, both teams?
Oh, God. Just... It's busy, Flint, the keeper, just rolling balls off the pitch. Hope he had some minutes on at the end of the game.
They've had one away win this season, Flint. They defeated Llanelli by 5-0. Their next games, Flint's next games, are not the easiest. Tenabont, Barry and TNS. That's why today could be vital to them to at least gain a point from their visit to Cardiff Met.
That's a really tough
run in that is. Phillips, 3 bodies in the box waiting. Surprised it didn't go in early. He's played the 1-2 instead. Hughes again. Seen plenty of the ball in the game. Good prospect. Definitely a good prospect, Ben Hughes.
It's a brilliant touch there by Elliot Reeves.
The long throw this time will be flown in by Jake Phillips. Again, the big men go up. Lee in the box. First header headed away by Chubb.
Have you noticed all these throws, you get a second opportunity then for a corner?
I think that's the reason why he's back in, obviously back in the game. You're still in the last third, you've still got a chance to score. And you've got one of the best deliverers of a corner in the Cymru Premier League about to take the corner. Phillips. Referee issues a warning to Mudimu and CJ Craven. I'd love to see the laws, I say this most weeks, Tom, I'd love to see this law of pulling them before the kick comes in changed.
It's ridiculous.
Just
man.
put the kick in,
yeah.
And if they pull, then take your action.
Yeah, give a penalty or give a free kick against the attacker. Simple.
Phillips, in it goes. Lee. Mudimu back out to Phillips. Phillips may get a chance of a shot himself, whips it across. Great save. Seager tips it over. Great effort from Jake Phillips, the fullback. Switches from his right foot to his left foot, bends it across the front. Seager keen to tip it over, and he tips it over well.
You can see exactly what Jake Phillips can do there. Transfers that ball onto his left foot. Excellent save from Seager.
Phillips travels across to take the next corner. It's whipped in across the front this time, headed away by Dixon Kabongo. It's a great header from Kabongo. It's hooked back in, no, didn't get out the Met. It's bobbling around and then no, they're out. Elliot Evans hooks it clear. Canavan heads it back in. Canavan. Phillips. Has he overhit it? Or does Madimo keep it in? Oh, tries the trick.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate there. Right idea, didn't just a little bit too much on the turn. Ball goes out for a goal kick. I think Jenkins will make some changes.
I think he has a good ammunition on the bench, and I think he will give him runs, especially with the likes of Lewis Rees. He's always keen to bag a goal, Lewis Rees. Is it the type of game, like you said, where both teams will settle for a point? In the good run they're on, the Met, it wouldn't be a disaster. It wouldn't be a disaster for Flint either. So it's interesting. It's going to be an interesting one.
I think it just encourages the teams below them in the league. And
they're still there.
Yeah, we're still in touch.
Yeah.
You know, 1 win, 2 wins, and we can, you know, jump up the table.
You know, Barry Town today going to Bala. Barry, I think that sums this league up, Tom. You know, in a nutshell, Barry absolutely cruised to a 4-0 victory against Bala a couple of weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago. Today it's 0-0 at Bala. That's how hard it is to travel and get away results in this league. Away wins are not, you know, they're hard to get.
Yeah, they're not a given, aren't they?
But Colwyn Bay and Carnarvon may have something to say about that on the way home today. Phillips pulls it back. Reynolds, slide rule pass. Reynolds. Hughes again. Excellent on the ball. He earns a free kick. Reynolds wants a free kick. I think he slipped on the 3G surface. It's got to be whipped across edge of the box. Tees him up. Wasn't the worst strike in the world.
No, good defensive block.
Excellent defending. The break's on. It's 4 against 4 here if he can get forward quick enough. Craven. Jones comes back inside. Just gives Flint that few seconds more to get back in. Canavan with Hughes outside. Hughes' touch is good. Reeves is waiting. Could have gone in a bit earlier, you know. Edge of the box is Burke, the other wing back. Burke. Great effort. Good hands from Seeger. Reeves was on the spot waiting for the knockdown.
Yeah, really good quick counter-attack there. Didn't quite get hold of that. I think Reeves would have been offside if the keeper had spilled that ball, though.
Good hands from the keeper, Tom.
Yeah, when you see the striker's eyes right beaming down at that ball.
What do you play? Here comes the rain again. Absolutely teeming down. Sam Richards just having a bit of attention. Sam had a couple of seasons in Florida, playing for Florida University in Palm Beach.
The weather's a bit better out there than it is here this evening.
I think it would have been a bit better. Joel Edwards, not a bad substitute to be coming on.
I think he must have been injured earlier because I saw Ryan Jenkins have a word with Edwards. So get yourself ready. I think he might be coming on.
12 minutes of the second half so far. The game hasn't really lit up the way it did in the first 45. Still plenty of time left for either team to go for the winner. Club Rugby Pontypool versus Aberavon.
Thursday night, 7:15.
Pontypool. Remember the days of David Bishop and company for Pontypool, Tom?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great team. Great team. Bishop and Ring.
I think he picked up that knock there, just stretching for the ball.
Yeah, he doesn't look too positive there. The pictures don't look that great. Sam Richards. Joel Edwards does come on. Experienced Joel Edwards. Fires a great ball. I think it'd be interesting to see whether he goes central now. I think he'll play. No, yeah, left side, definitely left side. Burke heads it in. Reynolds asking Rostro to put pressure on the centre back. He does put pressure on the centre back. Good work, Rostro. Chased him down in the corner. Harry Owen had to put it out for the throw in.
Any exponents of the...
Yeah, it looks like Jake Morris, I think, can jog over to take the long throw in. Matt Chubb has travelled the whole way from centre back to try and get the first header. Morris headed away. Mudimu, edge of the box. Moandwe, not the worst cross in these conditions. It's a great take from the goalkeeper again. Both goalkeepers have simply excelled this afternoon, Tom, especially in their catching from crosses.
Yeah, that one just looked to me, he's got underneath the ball, and he...
Excellent take.
Good pair of hands.
Moandwe, and he switched the play. Jones, Sam Jones, this time on the left-hand side. Interesting to see swap wings. Jones against Lee. Jones will get his team a corner.
Good defending. To be honest, Lee has done really well defending down this right-hand side for his team.
Yeah, when you're playing a back three, as everybody will know most probably, you're half expected to have to go into that full-back situation a few times in the game. He's been asked to plenty of times this afternoon, and like you said, he's done it well. Yeah. Nobody has really skinned him.
No.
Reynolds and Elliot Evans, interesting.
Edwards, quite dangerous from set plays as well.
I think they're changing their mind on the short. No, they do the short. Edge of the box. Moandwe. He's had plenty of time to tee that up. He'll be disappointed with that because the setup was perfect. And Moandwe is a quality player. You'll be disappointed that's not on target.
You know, sometimes you get too much time to think, and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to curl this one, instead of, you know, putting your foot straight through and drilling the ball. Getting your head above the ball, make sure it hits the target.
Flint fires it out of play. There's an hour on the clock. Cardiff Met 1, Flint Town United 1. Kabongo drives into the box. Can he get it across? Pulls it back across. It's hooked clear by Thorne. He's had a good game in the holding role for Flint. Craven. Kabongo. Jones back out on the right side. Great cross. Keeper does really well. Does Roscoe win the header?
He should have scored there, I think.
Otherwise, it's a great save, you know. We'll see that one again. It was that fast.
I think it was a bad miss, actually, Mark.
He's fired across.
Yeah, Jones with the cross with it. Yeah,
it's a great... I don't think he can do a lot more about it, Tom, with the header. He gets it on target. It's going in goals. And it's a great save. Can he do anything more?
Well, I didn't think he didn't get ahead to it all, did he? He just missed the ball completely.
No, I think he's glided the header, so we'll have a look at that one again. I think that's why Roscoe showed his disappointment. That is the case, by the way. Flint must be red-hot favourite for man of the match.
Yeah.
That has to be his fourth one-on-one save. You had them games, Tom, where your keepers can perform.
Yeah.
And you could go and steal one in the last few minutes. You've seen it happen so many times. Substitution being made here. Jake Canavan coming off.
Yeah, so last week Joshua Jones had a good game against Bow Street.
It could be an injury this, you know, because I think he's had a good game, Canavan. Josh Jones. On he comes to try and make an impact. He has plenty of time, 28 minutes left on the clock. Canavan. Lee. It's good first header by Hughes. The race is on. And Chubb wins it hands down. Burke did well to carry on. But it's just a great advantage. Centre halves who can run as quickly as that. What a positive, Tom.
Yeah, it's great when you want them to cover, you know, a mistake or coming from left to right to left as a defender.
And they're often previous flying fullbacks like Chubb was, who's grown a little bit bigger than he thought he would have, and he ends up as a centre back. Mudimu. Headed back in by the captain, Craven. Lee. Don't see any substitutes. Well, there's a couple of substitutes warming up the far end from the Met. Great ball in. Hughes. Hughes gets it wide. It's whipped across the front. Great ball just above Reeves. It's a great delivery from, I think it was
Phillips. It was. Great cross, Mark.
Great cross. There's a chance to put one in again. Phillips cuts back this time. Thorne gets it. Can Thorne tee it up? Will he take the shot on? Slide rule pass. Phillips whips it across the front. Brilliant ball. Just hoping for somebody to get on the end of it. Great pass from Thorne. Wonderful cross from Phillips. End product just lacking. Flint having a decent couple of minutes, Tom.
Yeah, Reeves is millimetres away from getting a second of the game there.
Be interesting to see the replay on that, because as crosses come, they don't come much better than that. Ben Wynn. The ball was just landed between myself and Tommy Morgan.
Just seen that. Yeah. Brilliant cross, to be fair to him, by Phillips again. First touch wasn't too bad there, Mark.
Yeah. I don't think I've moved so much in about 6 months as that, Tom. Did you get a tap out there? Onside, just in front of goal. Substitute. Oh, flag goes up. Flag goes up. Josh Jones a substitute.
Did he just stray millimetres offside there?
Millimetres. He's right in line.
Oh.
Yeah, just a couple. Just a couple. And here's the one. Here we are.
The cameraman did it. The cameraman. He was in real danger there, to be fair to him. I've seen that happen before. You can see why they moved the Welsh downstairs, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Your life's in danger when you do this job.
The first time we've been in the top bracket, Dylan Ebenezer downstairs with Dylan playing, and the ball gets smashed at us. Sam Seeger, 66 minutes on the clock. Cardiff Met University 1, Flint Town United 1 in the JD Cymru Premier League. Seeger. As yet, Tom, the two goalkeepers have been two of the better players in this game. They've been excellent. Could be a yellow card there.
Kabongo.
Dixon Kabongo gets a yellow. Just a tug back on Jake Phillips. Yeah.
Yeah, he sort of knew there. Players out of position. I think he took on for the team, really.
Takes one for the team.
Yeah, Jake Phillips. You know, good exponent of the long passes.
Flint. And Flint Town United, most probably on their best spell of the game, the last 10 minutes. The ball has more or less been in the Cardiff Met's last third, Tommy.
Yeah, I don't think the game's reached the heights it did in the first half, to be honest, but
I'd have to agree with you. So there's still possibility and plenty of possibility to get your team 3 points. Next goal is vital. Josh Jones gets it back inside the Modimo. Sam Jones decides to go long. Harry Owen again defending well at the back. Yeah, 3 points could make all the difference. Cardiff Met could go above Barry into the top 6. Yeah. As could Flint.
Yeah,
so it's the top 6. A winning goal, that's a bad tackle. I think that could be a yellow card. Is it an awkward tackle from behind? Referee comes over, points to the spot.
I think he's fortunate if he doesn't get the yellow card here, to be fair. Takes him out, that's for sure. I think the referee has time there, isn't he? He's given himself a bit of time by going over towards,
the pouring rain. Reynolds, one of the free kick specialists in the Cymru Premier League. Sam Jones on the far post could be a target. In it goes. Great ball in. Oh, why hasn't he taken it first time? It's handball. Matt Chubb, as the bounce and the rain just put him off there. Tommy's in a great area if he takes it first time. Look.
Yeah, it's a bit. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, he took his eye off the ball, I think.
Reeves against Morris. Elliot Reeves straight into the wings. Scruffy 20 minutes in play. Elliot Evans trying to add a bit more quality on it. Kabongo, referee right on target there.
And good decision as well.
CJ Craven brings down Burke. The wind and rain starting to pick up a little bit now. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt of that being a free kick. 20 minutes left on the clock. The points there for the taking. A little bit more quality needed now in these last 20 minutes if someone's going to take the points. Phillips. It's been dragged back a yard by the linesman. Again, height advantage. Looks Flint's way. Goalkeeper Seeger comes and collects. Gets the punch. Does his job. Thorne most probably will knock it back in first time. It's a lot more air on it than he wanted. Free kick. Yeah. Just as plain right in front of us. Definitely a free kick. Just Ben Wynn just leaning into him and knocking Kabongo over for a free kick. I don't think there's any doubt about that, Tom.
I think it's a bit more than leaning, Mark.
Yeah.
Just a little shove then.
We'll call it a shove. Great win for Carnarvon today. An unexpected win against an informed Penabont. I mean, they were defeated by TNS, but for Carnarvon to go and win 2-0 at Penabont, as it one of the result of the day, would you say?
Oh, definitely. I think a lot of people would have gone for a home win there.
Sean Bradley getting back amongst the goals as well.
First goal in 10 games, isn't it?
Yeah, nice to see. Nice to see for Sean Bradley to get it back amongst the goals. Well, apart from the pitch, Tom, it is absolutely pitch black around us now in the centre of Cardiff. Jack Flint knocks it forward. Great leap by Sam Jones. Burke.
Certainly the game hasn't reached the heights it did in the first period.
Not at all. No. Moandwe, take him on as the shout from the bench. Moandwe against Phillips. Isaac Lee's just tracked 70 yards back in to do his job. Moandwe whips it across the front. The body's back there, Tom, for Flint. It was absolutely fantastic. That was a quick breakaway by the Met. The cross gets knocked in. 7 bodies, Flint bodies in the box. That's superb. Craven gets a free kick.
He was not too impressed there. Actually,
he's just shoved a little bit, I think.
Craven it was, driving forward, trying to inspire his co-players.
Roscoe, Jones.
Yeah, but Chubb got in round the back, didn't he, earlier? Same position as this.
Jones going to the back this time. Yeah, the big man up for the Met. Ryan Reynolds with a kick. Just puts it into a great area. Roscoe almost with the overhead. Just lost it in the light, I think.
Again, good delivery into dangerous area. Not defended particularly well. A scramble to get rid of it in the end.
I mean, that's why they're special goals, Tom. They're so difficult to pull off. Moandwe down in the corner. Drives across the front. Break could be on here. Burke. Hughes. They are full of energy when they break and full of energy when they retreat, Flint. I mean, the manager was on at the beginning of the game and said, my team will give me everything, and they have.
Certainly got a good work ethic.
Their work ethic is tremendous.
And what they do really well is that, you know, they defend as a team and they attack as a team as well, with pace.
They are firmly established now in the Cymru Premier League, and I suppose that's what Lee Fowler's next aim is, to take this team as a top 6 club. Him and Steve Evans doing a fine job. Chance to whip it in. Phillips stayed in the Met, so clear. Roscoe just helps it on. Jake Phillips retrieves, goes back to Berg. Craven, it's a superb header from Cragen. Elliot Evans. Thorne gets it wide. Great ball, just into a good area. Moandwe. I think a couple of the players are struggling a little bit with the wet conditions, Tom, on this 3G. As we know, it can get very, very slippery, and in key moments, there's a lot of them have gone over today.
Yeah, it does make it, I wouldn't say it's dangerous, but it doesn't make it easier. That's not a foul.
He's unlucky not to get a foul there, Adam Roscoe. Takes a few kicks while he's down as well, and the referee says play on. Jake Phillips. Last 10 to 15 minutes. Flint searching for the winner. Isaac Lee. Phillips. Great ball in Reeves' first touch. Joel Edwards, does he get the ball? He doesn't get the ball. It's the edge of the box as well.
Tight call.
It's a tight call. It's about 6 or 10 inches outside. His first touch sort of set him up to get across the defender. Yeah, he gets there before Joel Edwards. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Just catches him on the heel.
Yeah. Good position.
Yeah, for a left-sided free kick taker. Jake Phillips, usually the main man. Modimo comes across and asks the question.
And Burke is here as well.
Burke's there, 2 left-footers. 4-man wall in front. Phillips sends one back. The keeper won't know as yet. Phillips could be favourite. Modimo with the left hook is an option. Modimo. It's a great wall. Okay, it's not the greatest free kick, but that wall didn't flinch. And you've got to give positive to Roscoe here. He doesn't move.
No, off his shoulder.
Good wall.
Yeah.
Done the job. Phillips with the corner. Again, it's a far post entry. Jones, Joshua Jones whips one in. Bad header. Elliot Reeves.
Offside though.
Offside, coming back across. It was a great cross from Joshua Jones. Josh Jones asks questions. Whips it across into a great area.
Didn't look offside, didn't it?
Didn't look offside, so maybe it was a push before. Substitution being made. Adam Roscoe goes off with another Premier goal. Good ball in from Owanwe. Tempts the centre half, come and tackle me. Shows him and puts it in the back of the net. Great centre forward goal from Adam Roscoe. He'd be pleased with that.
to his confidence a load of good, that.
Jasper Payne brought on up top. You score a hat-trick next week. Last week in the Welsh Cup, you made substitute. Now's your chance, son, to say to the manager, I should have started.
Yeah.
Lee. Reeves touches good. Lee, it's a good athlete. Lee gets it forward. Whipped across by Burke. Phillips. They're pushing their wing backs right on now, Flint. They're definitely looking for a 3-point haul. The Met, if anything, just clinging on at the moment. High foot. That will be a free kick given against Benwyn. Led.
I thought it was a bit high there, wasn't it?
Yes, it definitely leaves one in high, just off the deck. No doubt at all. Referee spot on again, man. He's 2 or 3 yards from the play.
I'm sure actually though that's yellow, isn't it? I think he catches him, but below the knee.
I think it's technicalities now, Tom, that we have to, like say, keep up with, because showed every stud. I think they make some sort of technical rule to say yellow has to be brandished.
Probably the assessors here, and you've got to do what the assessor wants you to do.
Thorne's done well in that role he played at Aberystwyth quite a lot.
The one good thing about Thorne is he can adapt, because he's played centre half quite a bit for Aberystwyth. He knows the ins and outs of the positions.
He's a good defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
Morris, Moandwe, where he wants to be one-on-one. You'd have to say, if the battle between Moandwe and Lee was set up on paper, you would fancy Moandwe, but the big man has defended really well.
Yeah, he's kept the door shut so far, Mark.
Jake Morris to fire a long throw in now. The first half full of fireworks. Sparkle's gone out in the second period, Tom. Goalkeepers haven't been as busy as they were. Passes hasn't been as razor sharp. And that just backs my argument there with not the greatest volley in the world from Joel Edwards. Sorry, Joel, you caught us at the wrong time, but you made out commentary sound right.
Yeah, highlights of a Rory Marathon. Tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock on SOC.
Well, is that live?
No, it's on today, Mark.
Oh, today, sorry.
Highlights.
I'm glad, because it would have been a cold run tomorrow night if it's as cold as this.
And dangerous.
Kavongo gets it long. ...82 minutes on the clock. We did talk, Tom, around the half-time period and later. Could a point each be a credible point for both teams? Well, it's starting to look that way. Moandwe, Sam Jones. Sam's been quiet in the second half. Can he get an answer better from Sam Jones? Kabongo, Craven on the back post. Sam Jones is by himself. Can he get in the fast stick? Jones! He puts the header in the back of the net. When he gets chances in front of goals, he's one of the best headers of the ball in the Cymru Premier. I just said he's had a quiet spell in the second half. There's the answer. Met 2, Flint 1. Sam Jones with the goal.
Yeah, great finish was it there, to be fair to him. But excellent cross as well. From that, so just great heads it back across the keeper. Keeper's got no chance. The skipper there, CJ Craven, he looks up and puts that ball basically right on his head, on his forehead, Mark. That's a great cross.
Yeah, credit to Craven. I mean, if you're ever looking at two-footed players, kills it with his right foot, sends it in with his left foot, and Jones, as we know, is always going into them. We're talking about an ex-centre forward, by the way. Tom played his football for years at Cam Bryan.
Yeah,
as a centre forward. Played for Wales C as a centre forward.
Yeah, it's a great finish, to be fair to him.
Sets up a fantastic last 7 or 8 minutes. Is that the reverse of the first half, Tom, when the Met had all the first 15 to 20 minutes and Flint scored? It's happened the other way in the second period. Lewis Rees could sit up for Rees. Will he take it on? He takes it on! Oh! Could have been the winner. Comes back off the post.
Could have wrapped the game up there, to be fair to him.
Who said this game was drifting into a boring 1-1 draw?
Wasn't me, was it?
No, it was me. Kabongo. Down in the corner. So clear by Reynolds. Kabongo. Will he take the shot on? It'll sit there. Sits up and he goes all the way. He'll get a free kick. It is a foul by Medina. We can't argue about it. He'll get the yellow card as well. I think we were just waiting for Kabongo to take the shot on, by the way.
Good surging run like Kabongo there. Lewis Rees keeps his eye on the ball, isn't he? Side foot's in, yeah,
doesn't do a lot wrong.
Side foot volley. Unlucky just the width of a post.
And the options here. We're talking Ryan Reynolds now. We're talking Fampa Moanwe. Lewis Rees has a wand of a left foot. A chance, Tom. 5 minutes to go. Surely would be the winner. Lee gets substituted.
Yeah, Ben Wynn, Isaac Lee departed.
Ben Wynn and Isaac Lee both played well.
Ferguson, is it?
Cameron Ferguson and Ben Woolham, come on. Ferguson with one aim, most probably sent on to come and get him an equaliser. Woolham most probably to set one up. This is one of those free kicks, Tom. It's almost a long-range penalty, but with the ball in the way.
Yeah.
You know,
difficult to get the ball up and down, isn't it, from that close?
I think you just drive. You just drive from here. Miss the wall up and try and get it on target, and you almost got a goal because there's no chance the goalkeeper's going to see the ball, is there? Reynolds or Rees? Rees. 3-1, Cardiff Met. He most probably did what we just said, Tom. It was like a long-range penalty, just put it in the corner, and that will most probably seal the deal. Cardiff Met 3, Flint Town United 1.
Yeah, superb free kick there, to be fair. He drills it with precision and plenty of pace on it. And I don't think... See it second time here now. Did the keeper have a chance? No. I think he just got beaten by the pace of the shot there.
Can that seal the points for the Met? It puts them in a very, very strong position to go into the top 6, where Ryan Jenkins and his students believe they deserve.
Keeper gets one hand to that. I think he'd be possibly a little bit disappointed he went in the net.
I think it could be one of them situations, Tom, where you hear ex-players, you hear ex-goalkeepers talking about sometimes you might be better off without the wall, so you can see the ball coming through. You most probably seen it late. Can Flint get anything back in the game? Craven and Ferguson meeting.
Yeah, to be fair, you've got to hand it to Cardiff Met. You know, going 1-0 down, they've clawed themselves back into the game little by little, and they finished really strongly in this game.
I think we said, Tom, you know, earlier on, and look what happens to that now. Met up into 6th position.
Yeah, 2 points above Barry, who was 7th, and Bala. So, yeah, it's a big win for Met. You know.
Yeah, we talked.
Sorry, I can say poor start of the season, didn't they? And now they've, you know, can't do no wrong.
Oh, they had you know, the first couple of games they did okay, but then they had a terrible run where they were giving lots of goals away. But we did talk about the quality of the substitutions as well, Tom, half an hour ago. The likes of Lewis Rees coming on the pitch. The likes of Jasper Payne, who scored a hat-trick last week. We did Colin Bay and Barry next week. We talked about goal scorers. We said they got 5 forwards. Even their wing-backs are ex-forwards. Sam Jones, he gets a goal. So they can chip in with goals from anywhere.
Yeah.
And the manager, to be fair to him, gives them, you know, the chance to go and push on and try and score. And that's what they've done for him. 50-50 here. Payne. Will he go all the way? Payne. Will he take it on or try and get a free kick? He gets a free kick.
A bit harsh, that, I think.
The referee mind, to be fair to him, is only 4 or 5 years away, Tom. He's a lot closer. Now, you watch his referees where he ends up.
What's he done wrong? Well, he's put his arm across his back. He's gone down. That's not a free kick, man.
This is interesting now. Like I said now, because Ryan Reynolds is usually the kingpin. Lewis Rees is just pulling in. If you're Lewis Rees, you're saying, give me the ball, Tom. Five men in the wall, set up by Jack Flint. Reynolds with the right foot is still eager. Rees is saying, go on then. Reynolds, wide of the mark. Reynolds wins the argument about who's going to take it.
Yeah, but it's quite interesting for me, that one, because the keeper must be thinking, oh, he's going to do the same again, drill it with his left foot low and hard, and next thing he just gets it over the wall and tries to curl it over the top.
I think the 2-goal advantage gave him the choice of whoever was going to take it. Yeah. I think if it's 2-1, Lewis Rees takes that again.
Yeah.
But for all their effort in the second half, Flint Town United looked like travelling back to North Wales at the hands of a 3-1 defeat.
Not too sure. You know, substitutions, you know, just 3 minutes left. Is it a need for it?
Morris, keeper will collect. Almost Payne. Flint drops one for the first time in the afternoon and makes a good second save. Lewis Rees gets a shot off. Flint again. Morris, good strike, just over the top. It's starting to turn into a feast of shots in the last 10 minutes from Cardiff Met.
He's handled high ball so well, hasn't he, in the first 90 minutes. Good save in the end there.
Yeah, 2 quick substitutions being made. Jake Phillips and Ben Hughes going off. Both have played smart games as well. Kenny Imraj and George Mayer coming on. Joel Edwards. Flicks on. Joshua Jones, good pace again at the back. The escape clause.
They look really solid, don't they? The 3 centre-backs for Met. Got a nice mix about them. And they got plenty of pace in the back as well, which is, you know, we were talking about long balls earlier.
Yeah, it's vital at any level, Tom, and if you're playing in midfield, if you're playing up top, if you're one of the quickest players on the pitch, you're an advantage to your team. And I think that's what Matt Chubb definitely brings, as, you know, a fast sweeper is a bonus, Tom.
Yeah. And Chubb, you know, he's good assist for that all-important 3rd goal of the evening.
Has to be a free kick. Has to be a free kick. Morris pushing the winger in the back. Is a yellow card brandished there to Lewis Rees. Flint looking for maybe a consolation.
Kicking the ball away, Mark.
Yeah, yellow card.
Should be a fine for that.
Jack Flint has most probably been the busiest. Sam Jones gets a man of the match. Keeper's not in his goals. Chubb. What a goal! What a goal by Matthew Chubb! It's a special goal. A very, very special goal. And you run and enjoy that one, son, because that is one of the Cymru Premier beauties. Matthew Chubb gives Cardiff Met a 4-1 lead.
What a strike. To be fair to Chubb, he looked up, knew what he was doing and absolutely drilled it into the back of the net. Great rapid break here down the right hand side, sees the keeper, and it's absolute beauty. No chance of the keeper. Look at him, he's looking up. Oh yeah, fine, I'll have a pop here.
But one thing's for certain, that is not a chance to. He's looked up and he wanted to do that.
Yeah,
That's a footballer's goal, by the way.
That's
a wonderful goal, Matt Chubb. Congratulations, son.
Quality finish that was. Oh, what a way to end the game.
Well, somebody said they did expect goals, Tom. 4-1 is unbelievable. Whereas in the 82nd minutes, we were talking about a drab 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
Final whistle blows at Cardiff Met. The Met end up 4-1 winners. Tommy, your overall thoughts about the game?
Yeah, I thought second half, first half was great half. Second half died a death a bit and then just came alive in the last 10 minutes or so, and brilliant finishing from the Met team.
And the man in view there, Sam Jones, was the man of the match, scored a great header. Lewis Rees scores a great free kick. And to round it off, we have a special goal, which will be watched for years to come on Sgorio from Matt Chubb. The final score from the Kincoid campus: Cardiff Met 4, Flint Town United 1. Thank you for watching.
Na'r sgôr i chi, 4 gol I 1. Met Cardydd sydd wedi ennill. Trediad anhygol yn ddiweddar ganddyn nhw. A triphwynt yma yn un campus. Ond ni'n mynd I gael ymateb yn gyflym dros ben fan hyn. Matt Chubb yn ymuno gyda fi. Matt, I don't know where to start, frankly. I'm going to start with the ends and that goal. What a goal!
Yeah. Not a clue how it's happened, to be honest. I've just seen the ball in front of me. I was knackered and I was like, I'm kicking this. I ain't running anymore. And luckily it's gone top left, not a clue.
Well, it was not just a hoof, it was beautifully placed in the top corner. You must have enjoyed that moment.
Yeah, well, I've been waiting for a goal all season. I've been
it's here
trying to get
behind us,
going.
you can see it here behind us.
I mean, yeah, I'm never doing that again, so we'll take that.
Have you done it before?
No, nowhere near.
We're just going to enjoy this over and over again. A few fans and friends enjoying it. Beautiful moment. What a finish from you, but also final 10 minutes. What a finish from Cardiff Met.
I mean, we deserved it. In my opinion, we should have been 2 or 3 up. They've scored off a sloppy mistake from us, and once we get in there in the second half, we knew we were going to have the win with us, and it was just about delivering, and that's what we've done. So no qualms.
And you've been delivering recently as well. That continues a very, very good run. Confidence must be high.
Yeah, good run. Confidence is high. Tough start, four draws I think it was, but 2 of those should have definitely been wins. So by our standards, we knew we'd be getting back in. It's just putting those strings of games together, and that's what we've done.
Yeah, we were talking before the game, as you tend to do, there's a narrative. When you lost at Flint, manager Ryan Jenkins had a few words to say. This feels like full circle tonight, this victory against Flint.
Yeah, definitely. It was. After the game at Flint, we had a little chat, the boys in the change room, about the coach, and said that's not the standards we hold ourselves to. So we knew going into it, we owed them one. They're a good team, they've been coming along very well, and we just knew we had to do our jobs and do our bits, and that's what we've done. That's what matters.
They're a good team. It was a very, very good game. First half was end to end. It was great quality. So to come out of that with a 4-0 win, that's some result.
No, take that. I don't know how we've done it, to be honest. It's just about delivering on the jobs and getting through, and that's what we've done. That's what matters.
Well, Matt, thanks for joining us. Thanks for the goal. What a moment for you. You can get your breath back now, rushing over for that interview. Thanks
Still
very much.
from the celebration. Cheers.
Enjoy Saturday night. There's a good chance you will. Cefnogwyr tu ôl ni yn hapus dros ben wrth i ni weld y canlyniadau yn cyrraedd ni fan hyn. Canlyniadau y penwythnos. Met Cardydd yn cyrroni y penwythnos gyda'r fuddugoliaeth na o 4 gol I 1. 4 gol. Fi'n falch gweud, mae Lee Fowler yn ymuno gyda ni. Lee, thanks for joining us. I don't know where to start. From both sides, 8 minutes to go, it's 1-1. And how have you come away losing 4-1, basically?
Just naivety, and as I said, first half they should have been 2 goals ahead, and Jack's made 2 great saves. Second half I thought we were the team on the front foot, and I thought for 25 minutes we were sort of in ascendancy. And then to concede 4 goals, I think it was, in the last 8 minutes, just shows that naivety has been there from last season.
were your team trying to win it, maybe too much? Is that what was happening?
Always, the second goal was disappointing.
Which isn't a criticism, by the way, but it's...
No, I'll always try and win games of football. You know, 2-1 down, and if you lose 2-1 or if you lose 4-1, it's still the same. You've lost a game of football. So ultimately, you know, I'll go and try and get the goals back, put as many strikers on the pitch as we could. But the defending for the second goal was criminal, and then the wonder goal at the end just sums up the last 8 minutes of the game. It's funny. First half, amazing game. Both teams, there's a quality there from both teams. It felt like two teams going for it. Two teams on a good run recently as well. So it must be disappointing to come away with nothing from that. Yeah, I thought first half they shaded in terms of the better play. We held in there, got our goal with Reevesy. And I said the second half we come out and we were the only team looked like going to score a goal. But football kicks you on your backside, and they've gone and scored 4 goals. Yeah, bouncing back now. I know it's a cliche. I guess that's the important thing because we've been on a decent run. But again, you couldn't get those consecutive league wins.
Yeah,
that must be a factor. Yeah, that's what they've got to do. And unfortunately, this is a man's game of football, and they've got to realise that it's 90, 92, 93 minutes of games of football. And Cardiff Met, they've deserved the victory because they've won it late on in the game. It was some game, no consolation for you. But thanks very much for joining us. No problem. Really appreciate it. Thanks very much. See you soon, Lee Fowler. Gyda ni, wrthyn ni weld y tabl unwaith. Yn argwaniaeth, dyna sut mae pethau'n gallu newid. Met Caerdydd yn taro'n hwyr yn codi i'r 6ed safle yn y tabl. Fi'n dangos y tabl fan hyn, achos mae rheolwr nhw, Ryan Jenkins, newydd ymuno gyda mi. Ryan, fi'n mynd ddechrau gyda'r gêm ddiwethaf na fi'n Flint Sky. Mae'n teimlo fel digwyddiad canlyniad a chlysur gwahanol iawn y tro diwethaf i chi chwarae yn efo'n y Flint. Tipyn bach. Just natur perfformiad mwy nag unrhyw beth arall. Mae'r canlyniad yn edrych ar ôl ei hunan. Dim yn bod chi'n neud pethau cywir ar y cae. Ac rhan fwy o'r gêm heddi, dyna beth wnaethon ni gymaru ar gêm diwetha. Chi arediad gwych ar hyn o bryd. Ond o'ch chi'n colli o gol i ddim. I ddod allan o'r sefyllfa yna i ennill o 4 gol i 1. Natur y fuddugoliaeth. Sut mae hynny'n teimlo? Ie, wel, os chi'n edrych gyda ni 2, falle 3 cyfle jyst cyn i nhw i sgorio a fath o breakaway goal oedd e, camgymeriad gan ni a Dixon wedi gwneud yn rili dda i cael ochr arall y cae a wedyn neud camgymeriad bach ond war y teg iddo fe oedd cymeriad yn ei gêm ei wedyn wrth y munud yna ymlaen ac allan ni wedi sgori fwy os fi'n onest ac yn erbyn tîm fel y Flint fi'n hynod o hapus achos o'n i'n poeni am y ffordd maen nhw'n chwarae nathon ni lot fawr o waith catre yn erbyn rhain achos fi'n edmygu nhw ac llawn parch iddyn nhw hefyd. Dwi'n yn siŵr le mae dechrau ran y goliau. Nes i fwynhau yn Rosgro, Lewis Rees yn camu o'r ffaig. Mae peniad Sam Jones yn ogoneddus. Ond match-up, ble ddoth honna? Mae fe'n athletwr ac jyst i gael ar y cae mae'n ei gwahaniaeth enfawr i ni ac pan mae'n wario'n dda mae'n gallu neud pethau fel yna. Mae e moyn adlamu lan y cae a ni'n jyst trio rwystro fe weithiau achos ni trio arbed unrhyw anafiannau achos mae fe mor bwysig i ni. Ond fel pawb arall, mae Jasper a Lewis wedi dod ar y cae heddi a Jolie Edwards a jyst wedi dangos i fi pam falle maen nhw ddim yn dechrau ac na'r ffordd fi moyn yn hytrach na pobl yn pwdi. Fi moyn pobl i dod ar y cae dangos i fi, so mae pen tost go iawn da fi wythnos nesaf nawr. Dachlau'r tymor, 9 gêm yn fuddugoliaeth. Mae'n teimlo'n stori wahanol iawn erbyn hyn. Chi arrediad campus yn yr hanner ucha hefyd. Yw'r teimladau'n wahanol o gwmpas y clwb? Ie, wedys i hwnna reit o'r dechrau pan o'n i wedi wario yn erbyn Cynarfon fan hyn a sort of filio reit ar y diwedd a wedyn mynd ar yr ediad lle heb ennill. Oedd cwpl o gemau fan'na dylen ni di ennill hefyd ac 2 neu 3 fuddugoliaeth a chi'n mynd lan y cyngres. So fi ddim yn edrych yn rhy agos at hwnna os fi'n onest. Fi jyst moyn perfformio nawr yn erbyn Ceicon achos fel wedys i yn nodiadau fi cyn y gêm mae Reina wedi wneud, mae Heddi wedi wneud. Wrth gwrs mae rhaid ni dysgu ohono fe o beth ni'n wneud yn dda, ddim cweit mor dda ond mae'r gêm nesaf sydd yn bwysig i ni nawr. Ryan, fi'n mynd ôl i wylio'r goliau na eto. Gwych, nes i fwynhau mas draw. Nes i fwynhau'r perfformiad ar gêm dda hefyd. Diolch y galon am ymuno gyda ni ar Sgorio. Diolch Dylan. Ryan Jenkins gyda ni fan yna, rheolwr hapus Met Caerdydd. Mwy i ddod. Byddwch chi eisiau gweld yr eich bwyntiau yn byddwch chi. Nos Lun, tocr i 10, eto nos ffordd. Ni ar right player hefyd o ran ni ac S4C clic. Cyfle i weld hyn i gyd unwaith eto. Wedyn disadw nesaf, ni'n fyw 5 o gloch. Bai Colwyn yn erbyn y Bari. Mae'n fyw ar lein ar eich teledu clyfar chi. Wel am noson, ni wedi cael fan hyn yn y brifddinas a Flint ar y blaen. Ond nôl dath Met Caerdydd, Rosgro yn unioni pethau, ambeniad gan Sam Jones, Lewis Rees yr eilydd, a wedyn yr eiliad anhygol na. Am gêm, am ganlyniad i Met Caerdydd. Diolch am eich cwmni, ta-ra.